Hello, hi. Hi, hello, hi. Welcome to stream. It's been so long since we've seen each other. Hello, gamer. Welcome. We're talking about my mom. My mom who calls every time. And now that I've talked about her, she's probably going to call right now. Wait for it. Hold on, let me grab my phone. Put my phone closer to me. She hasn't called in a week, so like the likelihood of her calling today is not low, but very likely. Now, today's topic on Femboy Friday, we talk about my mother's obsession with collecting items that she doesn't really need. She does not need to buy all these things for so cheap. But she's one of those people that like she loves to like buy things if it's on sale. It's like, oh son, look how little money I spent on this. Go on, guess. And I guess like ridiculous amounts of money. And it's like, oh, is it like $300? And it's like, no, it's like $50. Mom, is that thing even gonna be worth it? Do you need this many wheels? You only have 4 wheels on the car. It's like, what? And of course, we might need it someday. Anyway, the point is, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And my mother keeps spending money on ridiculous things, like $10 on like a little tiny thing. But let's
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Come on and sit on down, because today we're going to talk about Goodwill pickers. Yes, chances are
that's
thrift store at some point.
My mother resents that term.
People donate their unwanted stuff, and customers can browse around and potentially buy something decent for relatively cheap. All right, relatively. Goodwill Industries is a non-profit organization founded in 1902 by a man named Edgar J. Helms. After collecting goods and clothing from wealthy areas in Boston, he hired less fortunate people to repair and
less fortunate.
All right, you take fancy rich people stuff and you have the poor people come in and they'll fix it up, and then you sell it to the poor people for a profit. There you go. This is what started Goodwill, which is not only a thrift
big
store,
money.
but a network of over 150
That's what my mother thinks how it's gonna work out.
Organizations worldwide that aim to provide jobs and rehabilitation to less fortunate people and those with disabilities. Sounds like a pretty good deal, right, Nick? You're helping the poor, you're helping the disabled.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What could go
This company
wrong?
came from humble beginnings. It was evolved into something
Goodwill.
much more chaotic and dangerous. So today, we're going to look into Goodwill's shady business practices, as well as the never-ending war zone created by the obsessed.
Now, mind you, I'm gonna tell you right now, pink and yellow. Pink and yellow? What does that mean? What does pink and yellow mean? What? Is this a new trend? Like yummers? Yummers. What does yummers mean? Yummers. Ah! Anyway, pink and yellow. Anyway, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Goodwill Oshi. The Goodwill, has anybody ever worked at one of these? I feel like, I've never been to a Goodwill before. So like, this is the closest thing I could find to like, one of those like, my mom doesn't go to Goodwill to buy things. She's never gone to Goodwill. But she does love going to garage sales. My dad also like dumpster dives. Pink and yellow after Deltarune. What? What does that mean? What does it mean? But yeah, like yeah, she goes into like my father. He doesn't dumpster dive. He doesn't actually dive into the dumpsters. He just like he like passes behind like the food stores. Salvos. You guys don't have anything like what is it called? Cashies? You don't have a cashies? Anyway, cashies is slightly different. But like yeah, Goodwill. I've never been to a Goodwill before. There's like one all the way over there. But I have to drive to it, and I'm not gonna go over there. I barely leave my house to like buy groceries. I'm never gonna leave this place. I'm also, I think I'm sick. I think I am sick. I think that's this is gonna take a while to get over. But yeah, I've never been to my mother goes to like one of those it's like a reselling store where like they take all the packages they return from Amazon and Temu and like other places, and they like stock it up and then resell it to people at cheaper prices. And besides that, my father try to maintain a train of thought, and I keep getting distracted. My father just like he doesn't go into dumpsters, but he does like go behind the food stores, like a store, and then he like picks up, if he's walking by, he just picks up any food that like they throw out. Sometimes he's found like he found bags of Cheetos. Those are pretty good. Dang. Cheetos. Oh man, I think I am sick. Maybe that's why my nose is so runny. Maybe that's why I was coughing the other day. We're gonna eat lentil soup later today. But yeah, let's keep going.
Obsessive Goodwill shoppers, and let me tell you, there are some obsessive shoppers out there, all right? Goodwill, despite seeming endlessly charitable, is not without its controversies. Like with everything, you're gonna have a little something shady, but Goodwill just, it goes off and it says, you know what, we're a charity, we're a non-profit, and that's where this thing gets a little dicey, in my opinion. Goodwill uses a large percentage of the revenue to fund training programs for those that struggle to find work, which is a good thing. They also pay enormous salaries to those running each individual organization, and some CEOs, like Stephen Loughborough, received over $904,000 in 2022 alone.
This is a non-profit.
It's a non-profit organization, right? I mean,
Wait.
He's running, Nick. What do you think? Do you think that somebody in a non-profit should be allocating those funds, or does it seem like a Ponzi scheme?
My father
like,
walked
we'll
into
take a large
Guess
portion,
it.
but then we pay our little crew handsomely. Is that fair or unfair?
I think it's unfair. I think if you're a non-profit, just like the Hank Hill episode, remember when they freaked out? We made profit.
We made
exactly.
While it's common for non-profit,
How about I get some of that? And like, you want to give it to charity? I'm a charity. I could really use that money.
For-profit businesses for the sake of public perception, because once again, for-profit is different than non-profit. Our company's not supposed to make money. We're supposed to take everything that we make and give it back to whatever organization. For these people, the people that can't find work, people with disabilities, that kind of stuff. That's the code. At the same time, if I can get a crisp mill off the top of it, why not? Part of why Goodwill customers are still critical of this, however, is due to their belief that disabled workers are exploited by the nonprofit. Okay. Due to a loophole in the Fair Labor Standards Act, Goodwill is able to get away with paying those with disabilities less than a minimum wage.
At least they got a job.
You found work, but at what cost?
The literal cost.
Issues with Goodwill for several
That's
years.
how.
With reports
That's
even
how
in
they keep going.
2011 showing that some were being paid as little as 22 cents an hour.
Is this China? Is this China?
What are we supposed to pay him? Look at him. It's like a regular employee, like just like putting stuff on a shelf.
At our college, Harry used to work with people, I forget what they're called, but they were disabled people working for the college. They would pay them based on, like, the output. Because they're like, oh, you only stacked.
You did nothing. At that point, if you're paying somebody 22 cents, is it just to give them, like, a place to be? And if that's the case, then why even pay them?
It's like a sense of purpose. It's like giving, like, a child. When my mom used to work for this lawyer, he couldn't see at all, but my mom would hand him blank checks to sign to feel like he's
Why
still
does he
doing
look
work.
like...
So it's kind of like
Here we go. A big, important check signed off. And she even gave him like a crayon, a crown. But this pen smells weird. That's fine. It's like a coloring book. He's just like, all right, here I am filling out these checks for my important business. In 2019, due to a minimum wage increase, a branch of Goodwill Industries in Springfield sent letters to a dozen disabled workers that were part of the job skills program. They were told they were fired until rescinding their decision and apologizing due to the vicious pushback. What am I supposed to do? Pay these freaks? No fair wage for you. We can't keep you. They take their collars off. Go free. Run. In 2022, a woman that had previously worked in an assisted living facility posted a TikTok to discuss their qualms with Goodwill. According to her, many of the boys and girls living there worked at Goodwill due to their disabilities being paid less than $1 per hour.
slave labor, man.
Slave labor. Goodwill.
Technically.
Slave labor. Like, I'm sure the person that is like running Goodwill is
It's
making,
closer to indentured
millions.
servitude.
For a non-profit, you're just like, can you not throw them off $7.25 an hour? During the job, one woman had soiled herself.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of sending her home, they gave her a choice: either keep working or swap to a used pair of underwear sold in the store. She ended up keeping her own pair on and finishing the rest of her shift in her own filth. I personally, as a shift lead, would have been like, why don't you go home? How many more hours you have left in your shift? We'll pay you the 66 cents. You know what I mean? How gross is it too? Go take one of the used panties. Also, let me tell you something else. If you buy something from Goodwill or any thrift store, you wear it.
What's wrong with that?
I don't trust that those people are actually washing the clothes before they put them out.
They wash them, but I'm thinking
they say that they wash them. I saw a blood stain on a shirt one time, and I was like, I think that's when you toss in the trash.
Oh, that'll come out.
Also, it was like a little kid shirt. I was like, Jesus Christ. Today's episode sponsored by Gamer Subs. We have our own flavor. Raw meat. Don't drink raw meat right now. You like
Okay, that's I can't play the ads technically.
Firms were hired. Overwhelming union busting efforts. In 2024,
union busting
firms were hired, pressuring people into one-on-one meetings and having their work heavily surveilled. It's funny to think that they brought in union busting for like mentally disabled, physically disabled people, and they're just like, your job's not that hard. What the fuck are you talking about? This is far from the only controversy.
It's the money thing that gets.
2017 in Sacramento, Goodwill was fined over $100,000 from safety violations that led to a 26-year-old dock worker being crushed to death by heavy machinery.
Oh gosh.
A truck driver accidentally released a cable holding a trash bin, which had fallen on a worker named Abraham Garza. His skull was pinned between the bin and the trash compactor, killing him soon after. David Goody, who witnessed the tragic accident, was blamed for his death due to supposed negligence, despite warning them on multiple occasions about the company's inadequate training and potential safety hazards.
He's like, I don't know how to operate this.
What am I supposed to do? Regardless, they denied that the fatal accident.
Well, okay, that's not very funny.
Terminated Goody a week later, banning him from that location entirely, as if he's like, what? I can't get my shorts here anymore.
Do you think he kept coming back?
Yeah, he's like, the deals
Unlucky worker. Yeah, this is why like I don't like the idea of working in some places.
Of injuries due to improper training. And in 2014 and 2017, 2 people were killed in forklift accidents, and apparently the test to obtain the forklift license was impossible to fail and took less than half an hour. Which I want to say, I worked at FedEx
certified.
It took, I think it was like, I'm not even joking, like 4 weeks of training. It wasn't half an hour. Let me tell you that. One of the most fascinating things about Goodwill
forklift
is
certified?
the chaos
Oh,
surrounding
that sounds
Goodwill outlets. I did not know about this phenomenon, which is different from the stores. Like a Goodwill store is going to be different than the Goodwill outlets itself.
Okay, so the place my mom goes to buy like the things, she does not go to a Goodwill. There's like a Amazon reselling place right next to the house. Right next, like you can literally walk over there. It's right next to the house. She goes there like every Friday. There's a new bin. There's like a new set of things every Friday. They shovel them out like trogs for pigs, like slack. And all the people are lined up. It's like a Black Friday event. And it's like everybody storms in trying to fight for the big boxes with all the big things. And it's like I've been there like 2 to 3 times with my mother, and it was pretty funny. But I'll talk about that later. But let me just...
Whole culture behind Goodwill outlet shoppers. One of these, I guess, parasites is what you might want to call them. The guy who helps you make all the puppets on this channel, Adam, or Creature Kid, is, I mean, a fiend. He's addicted. And I think it really does build addiction. Like, I think that the people who are these Goodwill outlet shoppers, they're addicted to going. When retail Goodwill stores fail to sell their products, they end up being sent to Goodwill outlets as a last-ditch effort to get rid of them. You throw your unused into one of the Goodwill donation bins. From there, they're sorted.
They're not unused.
Store, and if it doesn't sell at the store, it goes back here. Sometimes too, if there's excess overflow, they'll just go straight to the outlets. And if it doesn't sell at the outlet, it's going into a landfill. Other items include those that are in poor condition and not deemed fit to sell at traditional retailers. I don't really know the process of how they actually go through and sift through stuff, but just know that the Goodwill outlet, it has everything. Everything you could ever want is in this outlet. It's insane. The outlets, also referred to as the bins, have a much bleaker vibe compared to a normal Goodwill. The items are loosely organized and piled into large blue bins for customers to purchase by the pound. And every 30 minutes, bins are wheeled out by the workers and replaced with brand new bins full of new trash, basically, for you to sift through. Every 30 minutes, you're getting a new fix, which people will be there all day.
30 minutes?
People that, hoarders, Adam, and also people like resellers, people that go to the bins.
My mom may have a hoarding problem.
Like
Probably
eBay,
not, but like
Amazon,
she's pretty organized.
While some people visit Goodwill outlets to grab a cheap vintage shirt or two, others take it far far more seriously. Their main goal is to grab the most valuable things they can find so they can resell them online for higher prices. Typically,
I've never found that.
Like I was saying, there are some collectors and hoarders.
Okay, so like, I don't know, should I talk about it now or later? Should I talk about the stuff I found at not the Goodwill, at the, like, at the bins that, I'll talk about it later.
You might be watching this right now. These people are referred to as Goodwill pickers because this has become a legitimate way to make good money. These
pickers is not a proper term.
Neighboring shoppers, and some will sit and shop for an entire day, becoming territorial.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what my mom.
On their space. I'm looking at this one. Get out! And they box them out and that kind of stuff. Start with people's money, dude. They're so desperate to resell an item that looks valuable that they will sometimes pay people directly in order to transfer it over to their cart. This means they're willing to pay people to have something that still needs to be paid for inside the store. There are many stores of people stumbling across cold hard cash within these bins.
Yeah,
like
it's a shame.
Who found $2,000 inside of a dirty jacket, or another customer finding $40,000 hidden inside of a used couch.
That's grandma's little nest egg.
I mean, how crazy is that? But you hear these stories, and of course people will look through everything. I mean, spend meticulous hours digging through stuff in hopes of finding that. I mean,
yeah, we could never find. You would never find that in like the Amazon retail store because like because it's Amazon. It's like a retail. They're not putting money inside of an unused thing. It's an unopened box. That's the point. Anyway,
I would buy a couch, stab it open, and be like, at what point is it, it's worth it? Many bin shoppers advise people to check all the pockets of certain garments, as there's good chance that you might find hidden treasures. Because there's an unlimited potential for big finds like this, shoppers revert to their base instincts, doing whatever they can to survive.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty dangerous to also just stick your hand in there, because it might also be drugged. Might be like something sharp or something. Like, I don't know. It's like people are forgetting to take out money. You know what else they're forgetting? Take out their sharp objects.
Some stores have shoppers that are so feral that the staff has to scream, push, and shove in order to get them behind the designated line as they begin the next rotation of bins and items. Back! I'm like, crawling over. I want to look at that purse. I want to look at that purse. I like to think that the Goodwill like staff too has like batons and. We talked about the people earlier getting 22 cents an hour. Those are people at like retail stores. There's no way they're putting handicapped people in these bin spots, are they? I mean, really, I mean, like pushing those bins, it looks like, reminds me of the Indiana Jones thing. The kids,
Indiana
the
Jones,
carts, whatever. I mean, it reads like, I mean, it looks like slave labor, dude. One poster online admits that he simply does not have the energy to rummage around the newer bins because aggressive shoppers will easily plow through you to get to them. He compares the experience to being a weak, injured animal forced to feast on the scraps left behind by a pack of vultures. It's like, God, dude, get over here. So I can't look through the Chicago Bulls jackets anymore. I'm like a little bird. He also vents about t-shirt bros, referring to vintage shirt-loving people between 18 to 30 that seem to travel in packs, which is true. That's like a huge thing online of people going in like the garage sales and all kinds of stuff for vintage clothing nowadays, you know.
Goblin genetics from his mother. How dare you? How dare you consider my mother a goblin? My mother is not a goblin. She is more so a dragon queen, where she hoards her gold and she lays upon it, never to use it. She doesn't even need gold, but like she lays upon it. Obviously, I'm descended from great whelps. Dragons, yes, a great mighty dragon. Great mighty dragon. The blood boils within me of mighty drakes. I'd say dragons. I don't know. I think I'm higher than a drake. Drakes are kind of pathetic. A mighty dragon. Anyway, the word in old terminology, I guess drake and dragon would be the same thing, but dragon. Dragon D is nuts in your mouth. Wah, wah, wah.
Now, it's just like a popular way to resell stuff online and also hype beast.
Hey. Okay.
Shopping alongside crowds like this often results in physical harm, something that online communities can endlessly attest to. And according to one man, an entire printer was thrown at him out of nowhere from an aggressive shopper. Some have even posted pictures of their injuries, like the woman who specifically shopped at the outlets with her mother in order to act as her bodyguard and protect her from overly aggressive shoppers.
Like a kobold. How dare you?
A woman.
No! We are dragons! I'm just a small little dragon. You know, if I ever made that model, oh man. It's a shame you guys didn't decide on a Chinese model. I might have made a dragon model. Yeah, that would have made a great dragon model. Maybe some horns? I don't know. Horns? Horns? Definitely fat tail. Big fat tail. Horns and big fat tail. Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
Purposely pushed a cart towards her, smashing it into her shin so badly that she almost threw up from the pain. She ended up giving up on returning ever again due to the fear of getting injured. Listen, dude, don't hate the players, hate the game. Right? One disgruntled shopper
That's
explains how she
evil.
was bitten
That's
by a
literally
crazy
evil.
woman who wanted her to move away from an item she was reaching for. It's not uncommon for outlet shoppers to be threatened or attacked with blades either. In
What
one
the
instance, a man witnessed a shopper slash their
Stan. Hey, well, to be fair, okay, so hold on.
own friend's neck over an item they both wanted. What? Another shopper saw a man sprinting around the store, swinging a machete at people. He had to be tackled by guards or removed from the store. In one story, a man found a mug with the words "Fuck you" on it. A man put it in his cart, only to be nearly stabbed outside by a meth head who was furious over him, taking all the good loot. Getting into pirate territory now. On many occasions, there have been full street fights outside the store due to disputes from competitive shoppers. Even young kids will get into aggressive confrontations over minor disputes, and one shopper was shoved.
Anyway, it's not that aggressive at the Amazon store with my mom. So my mom goes there. She like has conversations with like the other local women, aunties of the area, the old Asian women and other women in the area. I feel like they're just like, oh, look at this thing. Oh, that's pretty nice. I saw it and I was like, how does that work? And they're just like, how the heck does this thing work? You connect this to the wall. And she calls me every once in a while, and it's like, son, do we need one of these? How do we use this connection extender? This is technically. Are we back? What the fuck? What? Anyway, yeah, so I cut off there for a sec. I noticed immediately because, fortunately... Am I back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we stable? Or am I back? Okay, so I was saying, stream disconnected twice. Why am I dropping frames? Why are we dropping frames? Like, literally, I don't know why this is happening. We have a 4,000 kilobytes per second. CPU is at 1%. Okay, anyway, where was I? Where were we? Okay, so yeah. My mom is, bam! My mom doesn't, like, she calls every once in a while to ask me, son, do we need this miscellaneous item that we don't actually need in our house? And I'm like, no, but it's like $5, son. We could buy it for $5. Look at this thing. It's a giant rotary device. This is a shotgun I found. This is a BB gun I found for $5. Mom, what are you gonna do with that? You don't even need that. Look, son, we got this house covering device that covers the thing. Oh, reptile. Also, I'm sorry to like Discord. I'm pretty sure Discord just got like 3 pings. I hate this. Discord probably just got like 3 pings in the span of like 1 minute. I'm very sorry. Anyway. Why are moms universally addicted to buying cheap landfill? I feel like it's like one of those things that women do. I don't understand women, but they I feel like it's a universal thing where like women love to buy. It must be a gathering thing, you know, derived from our ancestors long ago from Neolithic, when men were out hunting for good stuff, spending hard work hunting the mammoths out in the wilderness. The women would be out gathering the useless crap that nobody was gonna get, like the herbs. And they... Says Mr. VR headset. Mr. VR headset! Okay, listen, that was just like... Listen, it's a financial investment. That was a financial investment, and we were trying our best. Star doesn't know women hunted just as much. Yeah, but they were my mother's cursing me. I can feel it. My mother's cursing me under her breath. It's funny, this is Friday. Oh gosh, because the trash passes by today. Alright, let's play the video again, gosh damn.
A Gen Z kid who wanted to grab an item, only for an older man to retaliate by flipping him like a quarter and knocking the wind out of him. People that experience Goodwill pickers know that it's important to bring a large blanket or other type of material to cover the items in the cart when they step away to dig into the bins. Otherwise, you can run the risk of a shopper seeing your haul and stealing from your cart when your back is turned. I bet you there's shoppers that bring baby diapers. They're wearing diapers. Some people will even shamelessly engage in a tug of war with a complete stranger for a garment if it is potentially worth anything, either to them or monetarily.
Yeah, so like when I went up to the
issue, to the point where some people will.
Is my mom the reason why I took out the plushie out of the trash? Well, no, it was just like the trash was full. So like the day I was taking out the trash, I was like it was just full to the brim with like stuff from like my the housemate that moved out. They had a bunch of stuff lying around, and I just saw the plushie and I was like, I'll take that. And it was sitting at the top, so that's why. If it was any deeper in the trash, I'd be like, I don't want to like put my hand in there. But like it was sitting right at the top. It was like it touched like some trash goop, you know. And I was like, all right. Now it sits there next to my shark plushie. Actually, stop touching that shark plushie. I haven't washed that enough. You know, sorry. Americans that show rabidly consumerist. How dare you? How dare you? It's not America. American? I guess. I dumpster dive for plushies. I didn't dumpster dive for plushies. It was in the trash. It was in my house's trash. So I was like, it was my plushie anyway. So it's like, it's my trash. It's my plushie. Yeah. I did find a shark onesie. That was pretty funny. I found a shark onesie one day, and in one of the bins at the Amazon resale bins, and I was like, oh man, I would love to have this, but like my mom said, like, you know, what if we just wait a couple of days and hopefully it'll be here on Sunday when they're really cheap, or is it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday when they're really cheap. In your size, of course it was in my size. It's a giant shark onesie. It wasn't that big. It was pretty small. Hope it didn't have anything on it. The shark onesie. Yeah, but like we never went back for it. It's a shame. I could have spent $5 to get it. $5 for a shark onesie. It cost like $15, and then it went down to $5. Oh man, my father probably would have been so angry. Shark Star.
Crowd around the exits just to swipe things out of your hands. Like how the people are like, the Goodwill staff are like, whoa, what can we do?
Yeah. So like my mom, when she goes to the store, she tells me, all right, son, we're gonna go in there. You have to collect all the good boxes. Go in there, get all the good boxes. Also, like, speaking of the knife thing, well, the thing is, you go in there, you're gonna have to, you actually do need a knife. You need, like, a box cutter knife. I have a box cutter knife, and I actually have this pretty big knife. Speaking of knives, I have my trusty little cookery knife. My cookery. It's starting to rust here. Is it rusting? No, hold on. I think I fixed it. Nope, it's still rusting. Dang it. Nope, no, it's not rust. Okay, that is rust. Okay, I might need to fix that. Yeah. So I just take this knife, stab it into the cardboard, open the box. So it's also funny because like it says on the walls, it's like, don't open the boxes. You're not allowed to open the boxes. Do they make onesies for men's? Yes, they do. Mine ain't rusty. Well, I don't know how it's rusty. It's covered in baby oil. Baby oil. My knife's covered in baby oil to prevent the rust from getting on it. But like, yeah, for some reason, it got like rust in this like one part. But yes, yeah, you just take this knife and you stab it into the boxes. You open the boxes. You gotta see what's inside. On the walls, ironically, it says that like don't open the boxes. You're not allowed to open the boxes, but everybody does it anyway. Maybe sand it. If I could get a sander, I don't have any sandpaper on me. If I had sandpaper, I'd do it for my big sword though. My big sword needs the sandpaper. Needs to be sanded more than this sword, more than this knife. This knife is actually very useful. I use this knife to open all my Amazon boxes anyway. But yes, I have a sword. I have 3 swords. I have that one, and I have another sword in the back. I have fencing swords as well, but I don't use those for anything. I've shown them on stream many times. And I have my kukris, which are like my this is my kukri. And it comes with 2 chakrams. Or is it ishkas? I forgot what they're called. The tiny ones are called. What the heck is this? What is this? What? Oh, it's just dust. It's dusty. 2 little chakrams that come beneath them. But yes, yeah. So like people walk around with knives all the time, and they just open boxes. My mother, she doesn't even have a knife. She has like a tiny little thing. Do I like blades? Well, I don't know. And I don't own any guns. I don't really. Owning guns is... bullets are expensive. Swords are expensive, but like I don't have to pay for the actual ammunition to fire a sword, so it's easier to just have swords. Also, this is a small room, so there's like a very little defensive measures. The what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So the knives, so I go in there, I collect a bunch of boxes, and it's like, and then it's like, go into the back, go into the corner and inspect the goods, Star. Star, Mom, are you sure this is nice? And shut up, and do it. Okay, Mom. Okay, Star, Mom. And then I go into the back and I start like a blunt knife. It doesn't really have an edge. Blunt knife. Blunt knives? Why do you have blunt knives? I have mine comes with 2 kukri, 2 chakrams. I forget what they're called. Are these chakrams? I'm pretty sure they're called chakrams. Hold on. They're not chakrams. What are these things? Chakrams. Small blunt steel tool. Yes, the chakram. Chakmak. Nah, it's a chakmak. That's not a chakram. Chakmak. Yes, a chakmak. Technically, there's like 2 different ones. There's a chakmak and then there's the karda, but they both look exactly the same. So like if I inspect these 2, these look exactly the same. They just like copy and pasted them. I don't know if I should probably put some oil on these guys. It's been a while since I've used oil. Kind of looked like throwing knives. Just throw these at people. Anyway, besides the point. I'm going off. Shurikens, no, they're just like little tools for like poking things. Anyway, I'm going off topic.
They're here to stay. Things can escalate even further when shoppers
do I do
encounter
martial
organized
arts? I
groups of
do.
people
Yeah.
that show up with the goal of dominating the entire store. This is detailed in a wild story by an outlet shopper. They were delighted to find a selection of designer products in the bins right for the taking. Oh, out of nowhere, 5 or 6 overweight women entered the store. Overweight women. 5 or 6 overweight women enter the store alongside a man that supposedly, this is what they're reporting.
Yeah, I do
They started targeting
taekwondo.
random groups of people and harassing them.
Taekwondo
The
and
shopper
karate.
even overheard the smelly
I've
ringleader
done.
directing the large woman to shove
Smelly
other people
ringleader.
out of the way. Ew, shove him. Falls over. Their goal was to intimidate the more reserved people so nobody would come for their items they wanted. When someone tried to approach them, they seemingly pretended to be deaf and started acting confused about what was going on around them. Huh? What? Are you holding me? Yeah, it probably could do without that.
Taekwondo's a
Shoppers aren't
kicking
even allowed
one.
to film inside the store. People suspect that it's not just to preserve people's privacy, but to persuade people not to show just how chaotic the outlets on a day-to-day basis are. Also, I think too, because there's so much broken glass, there's illegal shit you could find.
Oh yeah. No, hold on. That's the worst place. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So like, when I go to like one of those outlet store, not the outlet stores, the Amazon warehouses, I guess is what they're called. They resell stuff at. There is just a lot of stuff that is just broken. A lot of mostly plastic, not glass. I'm weary of like going in. I should probably like wear gloves, but like I'm weary of going in there and touching almost anything because it's like sharp or broken glass. My mother just goes in there and it's like, it's like I've seen a lot of people go in with like gloves on. I also see people like take sticks and like flip things over and very gingerly try to look at things. Gauntlets. I hope I could.
You were
If
able
they
to
had
record
some
stuff and
steel
you were able to do
gauntlets,
that. I think that
that
there's
would be
more
awesome.
legal cases that could show up as well. You could cut your hand on glass, or you could find drugs. I know I think Adam or Mariah, she found a gun. Some people will sneak in cameras to make videos showcasing the life of a Goodwill reseller. But not all the people at a Goodwill outlet are aggressive. But in fact, some are just straight up odd.
I would
There
love
are
some
people that would
gauntlets,
enter the store
some steel
specifically to pick
gauntlets.
up and smell the dirty underwear, having zero intention to actually buy any of the products. One man in particular made people so uncomfortable that he was banned from the store.
Sneaky sniff.
It's not to go in there and be like,
He's not hurting anyone.
yes, you are.
What is this?
Like,
Glass,
in a way,
glass.
He's hard for sure. There's no way he's like,
No.
oh, I mean, like, come on. He's probably like, oh, of course you'd be like, oh, come on. You can't smell some used panties? He's like, uh-oh, period panties.
No.
Puts it over his head.
No.
They call him Frankenstein. One Frankenstein shopper recounted a man that would show up just to sniff the used bedding and furiously masturbate on them almost every night. How about that one, Nick? How about that one?
That's different.
Well,
If you're masturbating, that's different.
what do you think? The guy's going, he is hard. Does it not make you uncomfortable that a guy is hard, actively hard?
Okay, one thing is, I feel like I understand that like if you're going around like sniffing them and it's like I don't know if I want to take this. This is stinky. Don't take this. This is stinky. Don't take. Like that's the thing with clothing. Like my mom gets a lot of clothing from the store. I think it's like $1 each. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, where was I? Anyway, yeah. So she buys like the clothing for like $1. Sometimes it's like really good, like cotton, and other times it's like she looks at it and it's like that's obviously polyester, and she smells it. It's like, oh, this smells awful, or like it smells like Guangdong or big Guangdong Industries. The big which one? Guangdong. Where else do they like produce stuff in China? I feel like that's where most of the
If
stuff.
I told you right now when I was recording, I'm like, I record only when I'm hard.
But like there's also like the contradiction where it's like he's obviously doing this for certain reasons. Like
That
That's
would be
fine.
that'd be
If
a
that's,
workplace.
if that's
We need to put a curtain on your door or something. There needs to be. You need a lot.
100%
how many people, like,
polyester.
when you go to Costco, how many people you think are hard?
I would assume not a lot.
But they're out there to roam free.
Okay, let me tell you the difference. This: if you went to Costco, if somebody went up to like a panty section, a guy.
Okay, this is the wrong
Run
spot.
Costco.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so the thing is, wouldn't you wash the clothes, get rid of the smell? No. The thing is, polyester, like, there's a lot of things where like you just don't want to wash it. Like sometimes it's like a very like specific type of fabric that like gets ruined in the wash, and it's like you don't want that. Or it's like you smell it and it's like oh that's very produced. That's very factory smell. It's like you don't want that. Also, it's like you just want to check. Polyester is just terrible. It's just terrible on your skin. Is my underwear polyester? I hope not. I think it's mostly spandex. Hold on. Let me check. Let me just check. I need to Hold on. Let me turn around. Wait. What is this? Fat booty. Can't see past my friend. Gosh dang. Okay, hold on. What does it say? What does it say? 95% cotton, 5% spandex, made in China. Wow. IRL cam is on. Imagine. My fat booty. What is my shirt made out of? Hold on. Taking off my shirt now. Alright, hold on. Made in China. No, wait, actually, this is made in, Bangladesh? Ah, yes. Must support the India. Bangladesh is not India, but it, what does it say for the actual fabric? 100% cotton. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, those do look cotton.
He's eating his is that something where you're like, well, that guy should probably not be doing that?
Now,
well, okay. Well, now the puzzle's kind of creating a bit of a picture for me. What are you talking about?
In Costco, that's weird. I just feel like in the outlets.
In the outlet, to me,
it's trash. It's trash.
But see, that's what makes it even weirder. Is that they're dirty clothes, and he's going in and smelling them. That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be thrown away anyway. Who's buying used panties at the outlets?
I'm not advocating that it's not trash. I'm just saying that
I hope my mother has never bought those.
Panties. That's a character I probably wouldn't want around myself or anybody else.
You've kind of changed my mind.
Twisted my arm. Anyways, the guy who masturbates on beddings, on many occasions he would go until completion, only seeing him get chased out on one occasion by angry staff members. One time. Other times people are just like, okay, that's a hazard zone. Throw your jacket over that.
See, that's a biohazard, because now if someone touches that,
we're done. Some customers would enter the store for no reason other than to pee all over the items and leave right away, which is kind of fucked up. What do you get out of that? Besides, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lay epic troll, but like what?
It's like a dog dominating their space.
Because people shoot their loads on people, or they pee on people sometimes. I think it's like a sexual thing too. To me, it's all sexual. One man attempted to rob the store of multiple shirts by putting them all on at the same time. And a staff member watched him.
I think that is true. I don't know if that's actually true. I think that's like a... Hold on. I think I've seen that one before. Japanese women's underwear vending machine. That's it. There it is. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I don't know if Bruzzera, which is actually a European thing, right? It's also European. No, it is also. No, I think. Yakuza 0.
Put on 13 shirts before trying to inconspicuously leave the store. Okay, he's like walks in super skinny, walks out, and he's like,
there's demand for it. I could see it.
I want to see how many shirts he could put on.
100%. When he was caught, he tried to play dumb until...
Yeah, it is an actual thing. I remember that it's an actual thing. Do you do those? Do you do those? Do I do what? Do I put my underwear in like a vending machine and sell it? I would do it if it would make money, but I don't think it's gonna make money.
Eventually giving up and taking off all the
dog
shirts
thing. I don't do it.
Belong to him.
Why would I pee
he
on
walked
things?
Out of the store shirtless. I would too. I'd be like, I'm sorry. There you go. You guys can keep them. Resell that one. My Tasmanian devil dressed up as Scarface shirt. You can keep that one. And according to one man, he saw a man buying a toilet seat with shit all over
I
the
buy
bottom
those?
of it,
No.
holding it close while eating a donut. Even without the insane shoppers wreaking havoc, the outlet is plenty dangerous on its own. People often wear sturdy gloves due to the potential to touch drugs, broken glass, or other disgusting substances, pee, piss, whatever. Pee and piss are the same thing, but many have reported finding mice dead and alive deep inside the bins. And in one instance, a live baby bat crawled out from under a used couch.
I thought I was gonna say a live baby.
I was really hoping it was just gonna end on baby. If anything, f it, keep baby. According to another post, a shopper was bumped by a woman's car only to have her hand slam into a broken glass and slice her thumb wide open. The shopper ran over to a first aid kit the staff had provided, only to find that it was completely empty.
Oh man.
Because the items in the bins are not thoroughly checked, it can lead to some insane fines that can be extremely dangerous. One man opened a pocket knife.
Hold on, wait, what is that?
Some insane fines that can be.
Anyone know what this is? Goodwill bins. I think that's like the is that like an Indian, not an Indian, Philippine cookery? What is the Philippine cookery called? Looks like with that. What is it? It's like one of the knife families. Hold on, let me see here. I think it's the barong. A barong, that's it. Barongs are indeed Muslim Filipino. Interesting. Yes, that is a barong. I was right. I was right. That is a barong.
Extremely dangerous.
I don't know. It looks overly ornate.
Illicit substance that caused him to be high for several hours.
Oh no.
Oh, is it a coke knife?
Could be maybe LSD.
Something like that. If you open it, he's like, "What is that?"
Yeah, and coke makes sense.
Yeah, he sit there, he opens it up, he's like, whoa. Yeah, he didn't complain. On various other occasions, people have found loaded weapons. And in Miami, a shopper found a gun that he assumed was a toy. He started playing around with it, only to end up shooting someone for real.
How does that happen?
This has a good weight to it. Bang, 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 bang. What do you mean? I thought it was a toy. Yeah, right, dude.
I was gonna say, that's just an excuse.
That's an excuse again. A lot of this stuff.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, first of all, I understand why he would do that. I thought I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. One time, I was at the bins with my mom, with Star Mom. Me and Star Mom went to the bins, went to the Amazon outlet, and I went and looked through the boxes. I was opening boxes because the boxes take up too much volume in my little tiny cart. So I was taking out stuff, and one of the times I found a gun. I found some gun attachments. There was a laser dot one time, and there was a little tiny box that had some other things in there. I tossed them into the box. There was one time I found a gun. It was oh, that's pretty cool. And then I just started playing with the trigger and testing it, and it was a BB gun. It was a BB gun. It was not an actual gun, obviously, and I know it was a BB gun because it was had a specific plasticky feel to it. Hopefully, it was a plasticky. Anyway, I know what a BB gun feels like, and yeah. So, but this was at a Amazon warehouse. I don't think they're a reused returned items. I guess would have more likelihood of being. But this is Amazon, so I guess they wouldn't sell that kind of stuff.
Wait, this is real? In Florida,
did I shoot someone? No, I didn't shoot someone. It's also funny. There was a gun that looked just like that too.
Original packaging. After gifting it to her friend during a baby shower, however, it was revealed to contain a Massberg 715T semi-automatic rifle. How did you not know that? You know what I mean?
That's a good find, though. That's
a huge find. Actually, can I get
I don't know. That's not a very good gun. It's an alright AR platform.
He watched someone discover a flare gun in the bins. He immediately grabbed it, pointed at a ceiling, and shot it
I
without
didn't.
second thought.
Mindless children.
It really is. Oh my God, what? Oh, it's real. Whoa. I like the idea that's just an excuse for everything. Oh my God, wait, this is real?
To be fair, I feel like I would be one of those guys.
You are smelling panties and you're doing whatever the fuck you want in there, apparently. Another deadly weapon that people are finding on multiple occasions are live
pineapple grenades.
In Oregon, an entire building had to be shut down after a World War II era grenade was found.
That is not a World War II era grenade.
Awesome.
Did they have pineapple grenades in World War II? That is like that is a Vietnam era. Uh, 1918 to 1960. We had those since 1980s? 1918? What? No. No. Introduced in 1918. It was! Oh my gosh, this thing is older than I thought it was. I know it fought in Vietnam. It was still used in Vietnam. Yeah. Let's see. Man, this thing is old.
Like the pipe bomb one. It's like a long and has like the little thing at the end.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
maybe. Yeah.
Those are sick. I always like throwing those in video games.
That was World War II?
I think so.
That was World War I. I don't know.
Splitting hairs, dude. In Augusta, someone discovered a box containing military-grade grenades and mortars. A bomb squad had to come down to secure
fought in
the items before they
Vietnam.
could potentially detonate. And there is no shortage of weird items that
I
have been
won't
found
talk
in
about what I
Goodwill
did in
outlets. People
Vietnam.
often find abundance of sex toys like dirty
Anyway.
dildos, silicone asses, and blow-up dolls. And some people have even found used condoms. Adult diapers, full diapers, and fresh turds have been reported as well. Other strange finds
oh my
consist
gosh.
of things like large glass jars filled with mercury, as well as bloody hospital gowns. How the fuck did that end up there? Also, mercury? Oh, the alchemist down the road donated all of his stuff to Goodwill. Given how insanely cheap it is to bring home massive amounts of products from Goodwill outlets, people have found that it's extremely dangerous for people with hoarding tendencies. People who have hoarders in their family despise Goodwill because of how it leads them to pile on more and more needless junk. But to be fair,
Well, my
you're gonna
mom
find
isn't that
junk
bad.
anywhere.
Well, my mom's not that bad. Also,
If it isn't a Goodwill, it's trap.
yeah. You know, if not for the Amazon warehouse, she'd just go to garage sales. She'd definitely go to garage sales. She does go to garage sales, and she finds good stuff every once in a while. Oh, man. One time, my mother found this, like, a tea kettle. Oh, it was a really good tea kettle, too. We loved that tea kettle, me and my father. Have you tried flipping stuff? I don't know. I'm not very strong. Womp womp. We're not very strong in our family. I know a guy who sells stuff on eBay. I know a guy. I could sell my stuff on eBay, but it's like I don't care. I'm not looking to like organize stuff like that. I'm too busy trying to like make this business work. You know, the business I'm trying to work with right here.
Trash can, it can be wherever.
Yeah, they're gonna jump in a trash bin and get it.
It's a hoarder's paradise, but still, you can't point the finger there. You know, and talking about this Goodwill outlet thing, I had to go look for myself. Is it as crazy as people make it out to be? These people online, this culture, is it as crazy
SpongeBob
as they
thanks
say?
Strength
We had to
Ocean.
go find out for ourselves and see if we could find some sick stuff. So let's go.
I like how they have this. Was this a Target before? Jason mask.
These are one of the McDonald's buckets I didn't get.
Are you serious?
It's a boo bucket.
Oh, really?
There we go.
What do you think was in the boot?
Mousetrap. No.
Look, it fits.
Look, there's a onesie!
It's too small. It won't work.
Sure, man. We got some nice flooring here for Nick's office.
Big
So I
sniffer.
can play on the ground.
So you have tummy time in your room.
Hey, sir, they're definitely recording.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey everyone, this is Adam at Creature Kid, and today we're talking about the Goodwill bins. My favorite place to shop that I try to get everyone to go shop at. Hunter and Nick like to make fun of me about the Goodwill bins, but my love and passion for it is more of salvaging things that are moments away from being thrown away. Some of the things we found over the past couple days, this is a tiny beautiful silver-plated piece here. This is probably 1920s. We're gonna use it for movie
Silver-plated?
prop, so it's exactly what we need. This Tiny
You'd
little
find that at a
violin
Goodwill
here.
anyway.
About as tiny as it can get. This is a perfect prop we're gonna use that only cost a couple $. If you know Pokemon, you know what that is. Shadowless Blastoise. At a perfect time, we were
Shadowless.
working on a project that was The Thing influenced. This was in a box of DVDs. It's Pro-Life, which is a horror movie, autographed by John Carpenter right there. One of the weirder things is a gold tooth in the bottom of a purse. You see it with the root still on it. This beautiful
Maybe don't
watercolor
touch that.
painting. I mean, look at that. Insane.
I know.
The only
Did you
thing written
disinfect
on it
that?
is a little cutout. Angel's cooking, interior living room. That's from a script, right? Interior living room. It's a set. I figured out Angel's Cooking was a working title for a movie called We're No Angels, which is a Humphrey Bogart film from 1955. That would have been 10 minutes away from going into a dumpster. Let's look at what Maddie found today at the bins.
So I'm a huge fan of vintage luggage pieces. This is actually a vintage
It's really
carry-on
cool. It's
from
really
Escort,
cool. I'll
which
let him
is a
finish
pretty
the
cool
thought, though.
luggage company. This weird little cowboy purse. This purse, which is very tacky, but it is Loungefly, and that is a really sellable brand if you're trying to like make an income off of resales. I think this is maybe one of my favorite pieces that I got today. It's a little Captain Caveman. You can always find really good office supplies, usually still sealed. Painter's tape is so expensive, but at the bins, it's by weight. Adam actually picked this one out for me. 1978 full color calendar of Elvis, made in 78. I just finished a short film that takes place in the 70s, and a lot of that stuff came from the bins that was authentically dated. This is probably the best thing that we found today. This
Silver
Blockbuster
Butcher of the
membership
Veil?
card.
Ramsey-
This is from 2007,
Ramses the
so it's
Pigeon?
real
What the
antique.
fudge
This
is that?
a VHS tape. It contains the OJ trial.
In short, the bins is the best.
It's great for the environment. It's great for history. The bins is just the greatest.
There's no downside to it, except for where's the money going? 'Cause it's not going anywhere good, I'm sure.
It's always fascinating to see just how quickly people let greed take over them when coming to the face-to-face with a good
Ramses.
deal. Whether it's Black Friday deals or cheap used clothing, it seems to turn people into complete animals, going absolutely feral. As dangerous and insane as good
Hold on.
outlets can get, people swear by them as a way to find hidden treasure and always come back for more. If you're going to attempt
Okay. So about that last thing they talked, it's a YouTube video channel. Ah, I see. Yeah, I googled it. I see it. So what I saw, pretty cool stuff. Like you could find really cool stuff that's like old, nice, high quality, actually useful, pretty decent, nice origins. It was probably going to the trash. The difference, though, with my mom going to the Amazon warehouse and looking through this stuff, is that stuff is mostly plastic, garbage bin nonsense that was going to be melted into more plastic to make more garbage bin nonsense. And it is pointless because most of the stuff that she buys is going to dismember and fall apart. It's falling apart as I hold it. Like I grab some of this stuff, and it's like it's falling apart. There's some useful things where it's like there's like actual equipment, office supplies, like tape, actually nice things that she actually could get. That stuff. Virgin plastics are usually considered. By the way, when I say recycled, I mean metaphorically. This stuff is plastic is actually a very big issue, and it's not. It's gone. It's just gonna become more waste in society. It's not gonna be reused at all. This stuff, most plastic is just going straight into the trash, straight into the ocean, right into the atmosphere. And it's going right into your balls, and it's going to form a thick outer casing on your balls, and you're going to become, instead of actual testicles, you're going to be shooting out blanks with plastic, microplastics and everything. I hope you enjoy your life now. We will now all become slowly turning into the machine, into the plastic bin boys. Plastic bin. Everybody's going to become infertile without choice. Anyway. Straight into the free birth control. Everybody's gonna have free birth control. No more overpopulation. If we could just send that in the specific direction of a few countries, I think you know which ones. Evil! Evil! Starchild evil arc. Send a plastic. Send it to specific countries with overpopulation. Anyway, the point is, she's finding new stuff, and that new stuff is also really bad. Actually, few things. Okay, I found a few things that were really cool, like at the Amazon warehouse. There was like a giant cooler, a giant one of those like the orange coolers, the ones that like you can dump a bunch of liquid into. Those are really useful. I was like, hey mom, look at this thing. It's pretty big. It's like a gigantic jug for like dumping water. An ice box? It's not an ice box. It's the giant water jugs. It's like a water jug, but it's for like multiple drinks. Yeah. She was like, oh, I could put liquids within that could be nice and cool, and it's also a really nice thing to put. It could also like hold ice in it. It's like pretty practical, and it has like a little tiny like valve that like could squirt out things from at the bottom. And it's like one of those things. Yeah. It's I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. It's like a jug, giant jug. It was a giant jug. Anyway, that was pretty cheap. I think it was like $5 for it. I think it was like one of those days where it's like was a certain price, and we went. Was it $5 in that there? Or was it less? I think it was like $5. Pretty sure. I don't think I would have paid more than $5 for that thing, in my opinion. Maybe 12. I think it was 12. I don't know. $5 is what I would have paid for it. Then there was what was it I found? I found like a soldering tool. No, it was a welding gun. It was a welding gun. Ah, yeah. They had like a cheap welding gun. And I was like, oh, Mom, look, we could have this welding gun that's like from China, from Guangdong, China, that we could use it to weld things together. Why do we need a welding gun? I don't know. But I could weld things now. No, you don't need that. And it's like, yeah, we didn't buy it. Giant. My mother never buys the things I want. There was like the red dot for a pistol attachment. Red dot sight for a pistol attachment. It's like, what? Look, Mom, look at this thing. It's pretty cool, right? And it's like, oh, do you need it? No. Anyway, back into the trash. Back into the bins it goes. And there was like another house if she got it. Do I go shopping as an activity? No, I don't do it. My mother does it. Or at least my mom goes to the like Amazon warehouse every Friday to see if like, what's in here. And it's like, alright. And then she also like sees other people there. She sees like other local women of the area. Group activity with me? No, not with me. She just takes me because she's like, my big strong son will be able to fend off the hyenas fighting for the boxes. The hyenas will be fighting for these boxes, and I need my strong child to defend our precious resources in the corner while I fight for more. I, as the mother, alpha female matriarch, the matriarch of our house, must collect the goods, and our child, the star child, must defend the tiny little, while our father maintains the home. Mostly because he's like, I think he's flat out drunk or asleep on a Friday. I thought you called your entire family weaklings. How dare you? They're not weaklings. My entire mother's side of the family is stronger than me. They're bigger than me too. Everybody on my mother's side is like 6 feet. My grandfather was a very tall man. He was like a giant. He used to be a giant until he like got old and he hunched over. It's like, well, that's what you get for being old. That's what you get for being tall. You get hunched over. You get saggy tits, like fat, big. You got big tits. You get saggy. You're tall. You're crouched over, little bug. How dare you? I got a little bug. My mother's side of the family is very tall. It's my father's side that's very short. They're all like the same height. Have I talked about this before? My father's side has like 14 siblings. 14? There's like There's 14 on my father's side and 7 on my mother's side, and my father is they all look exactly the same. Am I taller than my dad by like 1 inch? I'd say maybe 1 inch, or we're the same height. Either we're the same height or 1 inch. I don't think there's more than 1 inch height difference. Anyway, let me
Visiting one of these stores, just make sure to do your research and prepare for the worst. You never know if you'll end up being accidentally dosed by a loose needle or find a live grenade.
Or a baby.
Or a baby. Hopefully you find a baby. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Hopefully, or I'm not. Okay, let me watch this. Hold on, I just want to watch this. Chase Pokemon. There's a new Pokemon coming. Anyway, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. Would I what? My snake tofu hates Markiplier. Is that a cat? Oh, it is a cat. I want to see what this one's about. I still don't know. Baby version of this. Oh! Alright, I'll put it on this show. Hold on. Yes, this is Danganronpa. Hold on, I'm gonna let this. I really like this song for some reason. I probably put this on my playlist, right next to my right next to my songs, other songs. Oh no, that's not the Baby Boo version. Oh no. I hate you, Baby Boo. Is this the version you were talking about? Like 14 and 7? Baby boo, baby boo, call me baby boo, baby boo, baby boo. She call me baby boo. She called me baby boo. She called me baby boo. She called me baby boo. Baby, baby, baby boo. Baby, baby, baby boo boo. Baby, boo, 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 boo. Baby, boo, baby, boo, baby, boo. Alright, I already watched it. I don't need to watch it again. Hold on, I kind of want to watch this one. No, never mind. I changed my mind. I saw like one scene in it, and I was like, I changed my mind. We're not watching that. Lego Batman Legacy Dark Knight.
Welcome back to
Shut the fudge up. It's coming out on April Fool's. Shut up.
themselves. Thankfully, cancelled by the creators themselves, but still, it was announced that it is ending after Season 3. Michael and Zach making a 6-minute audio post announcing they have decided to end it there, saying the show is ending because after finishing Season 3 they felt pretty burned out and they'd always been intending to end the show on a high and stop before the show became...
Why is this sad? This doesn't sound sad at all. This sounds like a logical story shift. Shut the fudge up. Stop labeling this crap. Stop labeling it this BS. Also, like, this is coming out in April Fools. The joke is that this episodes are coming out in April. I'm pretty sure it's not even gonna be an episode in April. Like, April's gonna come around and there's gonna be not a single episode. Anyway, shut up. Stupid conspiracists.
I don't know why it opens that door so violently. Do something.
Are you squaring up on Mark? Don't do that. Hello?
Like how this snake is looking at him.
Everything is good.
I really don't know what he's doing.
I mean, that might have been it.
Was this yesterday? When was this
I
supposed?
don't know what's going on right now. He's mad. What are you doing? I switched over to Charlie, and he doesn't really seem to care. He's kind of just doing his own thing.
Well, there's an anomaly. I've detected it.
Strong baritone will react to snakes. I don't know. I guess a snake won't like me. Anyway, let's watch Bringus Studios. We're gonna watch the Bringus. Do you have a pet? I used to have a pet. And by I used to, my mom has the pet. I don't have the pet. Your taste in music is odd. How dare you? How dare you? My mother... Is this gonna play the video? Play the video. I think my internet died. Oh no. I don't know if it's gonna play today, chat. No, this is a YouTube thing. Gosh dang it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Fix it. Fix it. Nope, never mind. It's not playing.
What are you doing?
Nope, there it is. There it is. There.
I'm too anxious, bro. I'm not ready for this.
Are you? We had all this time. We're meeting the king.
No, I can't.
The king?
I've noticed.
I'm not ready.
King at the hill?
Well, we're meeting the king either way.
You've said this.
He's in there right now.
You'd make a good climate activist. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare me?
Okay, Dad. I'm not dressed for royalty today. I didn't bring my royal shoes. Oh no, I see the palace. It's the Bin King.
I signed you up for jester duty. I hope that's okay.
There's so many people visiting the Bin King.
Actually,
Did we get an appointment? It seems like it's the Bin King. We can't be here.
Oh, we're $10 bin king.
Climate
This
activist.
doesn't make sense. Oh, it smells excellent in here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that at my at the bin, at the bins me mom looks through. Amazon warehouse bins.
It's got COVID on there.
Yeah, it's the toys.
The enemy. Wait, is this a real Beyblade?
Wow,
It's a real
a Takara Tomy Beyblade. Spinning media. Oh, speaking of spinning media. Oh, it was like I went to the store and there was like okay, I found like 2 boxes. There was like a Dragon Ball Z box set of like Dragon Ball Z. That wasn't even that important. Like I don't care. And there was like a one with Lilo and Stitch on Blu-ray, and it's like very funny. Anyway, those were like some things I found at the Amazon warehouse.
They're real Simoleons.
What the heck's a Simoleon?
Yeah, well, I've had 2.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that crap and there's like literal box full of like 20 of these. 20 of those is what I found.
Problem solved.
Problem solved?
It's on all of every single part.
Problem solved.
What problem it is?
Favorite cat calendar?
Why is it so heavy?
It's a cat calendar. How's there problems with it?
Mildly pooped on, but that makes it cheaper.
Is that just literally the
The
screen?
China tape. Jesus. God bless him. He's seen better days.
Oh, the Lego set.
Lego City, more like Lego Ghetto.
I wish they had Lego sets at the Amazon warehouse. Nobody's returning those Lego sets. Amazon is getting those Lego sets back to the Lego providers so that they can resell them.
Will we meet the king today? Without a doubt. Hold on, the last time I had one of these, we got real gamery with it.
Leapfrog.
Yeah, you can't see
Oh, it can turn into like one of those. It's one of those tablets. Is that a whetstone?
Don't resell. They're all problem solved.
I want these stickers. I want this.
Yeah.
That is a Hot Wheels card. What brand?
What is this thing?
No.
What's the point of this thing?
The Legos here.
Gaming on an Arduino? Hold on.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
You just line up for the bin.
Welcome to the kingdom. Welcome to his corpse.
That's a whole catalytic
Problem solved. Catalytic converter.
Amazing. This would cost a fortune.
Palladium.
There was like an exhaust motor. There was an exhaust in like one of the bins. It's like it's probably made out of very cheap metal. Like the thing. It's not just Amazon. They also returned Temu and like other like local. I think like right next to it is like one of those where like goods warehouses. There's like a, I don't know what the online shipping for like not digital for like car components is, but it's like they're.
The spoils of the Bin King.
The spoils of war.
It's got a sick tank on it.
I know, but why?
It's overbuilt.
It's got actual greased roller bearings.
That's
in
why I got it. I'm gonna use it.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like you worked in Amazon, didn't you?
Yes. Okay. So then.
Oh, you say frequenting an electronics reseller. You say that. I've found a lot of electronic components at the Amazon warehouse where like they're reselling that stuff, and it's like another world to me. Another world. Yeah, so I've looked into it, and it's like well, there's like some stuff I could have used. There was like what was it? It was like motor joints for some robotic stuff, and it's like I don't really need it, and it's like we'll just leave it there for later. Maybe somebody else will take it that actually needs it, but like I don't really need anything like technology wise. I don't really work with tech. I could do stuff with technology, but like I think like it's better if I just focus on being successful again, and then we can probably do whatever I want later. Like if I see anything I actually need, a solenoid, I'd say I don't think it was a solenoid. No, it wasn't a solenoid. It was a motor of some kind. It wasn't a solenoid. I know what a solenoid looks like. A solenoid's a square one. It was probably a motor. Or what was it? It was in Chinese. I don't know what the heck it said on there. It was something in Chinese. It was written. That's how you know it was made out of good stuff.
How do I even start?
None of this says what it is.
No.
None of it. Like, we don't know what any of these is. Like, what's an evil energy? Is this a cursed talisman?
Ew, I don't like it. Evil energy.
What if we put it on the tank?
You read Chinese. I can't read it.
So this is pre-owned evil energy.
I know it's written in Chinese. I just can't read the
understand
Chinese.
it even more.
What? It's like a little tiny fuel filter.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we got two of them.
Yep. They're fuel filters. They have to be. How you beat me to it?
That was a good noise. What? Oh, yeah, it only goes one way. Oh, yeah. It really does go one way. I can't get it to make that noise again.
I thought you were classically trained.
I studied jazz. That is a free sticker though. Oh man, come on. Oh no.
Look at that little sticker. No, not the sticker. The sticker broke already.
Yeah. Well, there was one. There was one.
Better than none.
Glasses to rival the Bin Kings himself.
No.
Oh no! Broke him instantly.
Bin King, how dare you?
I expected better from the Bin King.
Oh, dude,
The Bin King has failed us.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I like how they pretend to be like a uni frame, but you can see the frame.
The uniframe. Well, I have some. I got some pretty like high quality stuff.
Love this, and it does this.
The bonkler. The bonker.
Losing plastic bits.
I know. If you do this.
Oh.
It doesn't just do 90 degrees. It can do like 100.
That's the worst part. Oh man, that plastic's going right into the atmosphere.
Like,
Oh yeah, here's a wall.
As an Australian, these cables feel dodgy.
That's fine.
It's
fine.
dodgy.
They only get warm. It's fine. So you plug it into the wall.
A little lower. A little more. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, keep
We're
going.
gonna put it under the fucking ground, brother. So you put it on the wall just like that.
I hate it.
I don't really know what you do after that.
I actually wanted this.
Uniframe
This
star.
actually is
Uniframe. I don't have the uniframe.
I
One time. I'm gonna talk about the sad story. One time I found these pair of glasses. They were pretty cool. They were red, white, and green. I think it was Italy or Mexico. I don't know which one it was supposed to be, but like they didn't they didn't have any symbols on it, so it was like one of those Dre, you know the Dre glasses, the ones like the lines that go across. That's like, yeah. So I had one of those glasses, and I wore those almost every day back in the early days of Starchild, and then I was going outside, and then like some guy like knocked my sunglasses, my cool sunglasses off my face, and then it's like started walking over them, and then everybody's like, I didn't know who did it, and then like a bunch of people like trampled my glasses because we were all like running outside to go home from school. It was terrible. And I tried to look for them, and it's like they were already destroyed, trampled, and I couldn't report it to a teacher. I could never report it to a teacher because, like, who would I point to? Somebody just ripped off my glasses, my sunglasses off my face, and they were on the floor destroyed. It was terrible. Tragedy. Yeah, exactly. I can't see half of anything through them. Yeah, those little... They were terrible. It's a shame. It's a shame. Anyway, that was in the same place where I beat up 3 guys. In the same bathroom. That was the same bathroom. Bullied in school? I wouldn't say bullied. I was more so like just generically harassed. To say I was bullied would be an extension of like you have to act 3-on-1. Well, it was more like 1-on-3. I beat up 3 guys. And nobody ever bothered me ever again. That was a long time ago. It was a different school. Those were different times, chat. Those were different times. I was built tough. Built strong for the society. Back in my day, we weren't a bunch of sword collection. We weren't cowards. We weren't cowards back then. You know, back in the day, these days kids play on their iPhones and their iPads, their iDongles, their iWongles, their iWhatevers. Back in my day, we used to go out into the field, grab rocks, and have rock fights. That's what we used to do. We used to go out, we used to play with a rock, and we had to share the rock. And we had 2 sticks, and we hit the rock with the stick. Anyway, back in the day, yeah, so we took the rock. Yeah, so I'm talking about the rock fights. The rock fights, we used to take rocks and just throw it at each other. It's like, blam, it's like, we didn't have any snow. Instead of snow, we had rocks. We didn't have snowball fights, we had rock fights. Instead of snow, we threw rocks at each other. And it's like slam, blam. We wouldn't throw big rocks. They would be small rocks, but it was like, they had to be hard enough to be able to feel it on it. It's like BB gun fights. It was like a BB gun fight. It's like a BB gun fight. Anyway.
Like,
how do you know?
Didn't you say it was? I'm following you. Because like, all of this stuff is returned from Amazon, you said.
Yeah, so if it's got an LPN, that means, okay, it's been a while. But LPN, I think it was that there was an issue
when I grew up
at some point, and then they had to go and like recertify that it's not complete.
Hokey nuts. Hokey nuts. Not the hokey nuts.
Becoming a thing really ever since COVID.
Right.
And we're like, the Bin King is just where Amazon stuff was returned.
Oh, it's all Amazon returns.
Yeah, and they just don't want to deal with it, and they dump it on stores that want to deal with it.
You'd be surprised how common of a business model this is.
I've never
Yes, it is. It's actually... Ooh, hokey nuts. Honey nuts! Oh, that sounds delicious.
Oh, okay, hang on. As soon as
I didn't see hokey nuts, but I did see honey nuts, and I was like, that sounds delicious.
It's from the Bin King. Ooh, that's good.
But it's right angle, and I actually need one of these.
Yeah, my mom finds a lot of these cables in the bin at my mom's bins.
An adaptor, and we can put it in this adaptor. Who wants to sacrifice that phone? Oh, it fits good.
And then you take the other end of the cable.
Why don't you just put it inside the... No!
I actually don't know what that would do, by the way.
I don't know. Infinite energy problem solved.
But why did they return it? There's nothing. It's a cable.
Well, I guess you'll find out, won't you?
Infinite energy problem solved.
Why you don't know what?
Hey.
Did you just? my cable?
No, it's fine.
Did you just have my cable? You just have my cable? Just stop treating my cable with no regard. Oh, you found this one. What is it?
Oh wait, there was something on here.
Oh, can you put that into your phone so it can say it back?
Manufacturer?
You actually got a translating?
Yeah, it might actually. Oh, I thought I deleted. It's 2 lines. So this mabobber of some kind is.
You weren't a femboy in high school?
Translate from.
That's a language? That's made it worse. Now I know less.
No, I was just a twink. It is a shame. What?
We must know. That's crazy.
No, I was just a twink back then. Back then, I used to be just a twink. Now I'm a full-time femboy.
Feels weird. Hold on, give that a feel.
It's like a cat's tongue.
Yeah, it's plastic.
I was just a Bishonen back then. You know, like I didn't.
It's boomer dad levels of stuff.
No.
It's realistic.
What is this?
There's so many.
That is too many skulls. Nobody needs this many skulls. Why do you have that many skulls?
We need a.
This is the backdrop now.
Oh, smells like book binding.
Well, I feel like that's what you would want it to smell like.
Yeah, then, well.
Oh, but it's not sticky.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's an inside window clean. So you put
Mayoshi's full-time job. If only I could get paid though. My mother is a full-time mother, but she doesn't get a lot of
I
money.
need to hear I need to hear how it's pronounced. That's what I actually wanted to know. That's catchy.
That sounds shorter than I thought. Now that's how I would have said.
That's a mouthful and a half. Actual purchase you made.
You
This is actually useful. I'm just gonna take this home and use it.
You don't want them spread everywhere by me dropping them?
Please.
Hey, do you want me to keep working? Do you want me to keep unlocking it and locking it? Because you can see
You've taken 50% of the life out of those hinges.
What if
What does it feel like? Feel it through the pack.
I see it. I could totally see it.
We don't know what this is. Is there anything funny? Oh, it's in Guangdong. Everything's from Guangdong.
Guangdong!
There's a stick thing here. There's a flat kind of thing
Guangdong,
here.
Bangladesh. Oh.
And chicken scissors, as we call them, with a bottle opener on it.
Oh, you can do anything with those.
No, they smell
Chicken
like
scissor?
Guangdong factory.
Oh, I love that one.
Wow.
No surprise here.
That's a handsome purchase.
Soldering iron.
Open.
That's a free sponge.
Oh.
Wow, that's the
Yeah, we didn't have a soldering iron.
This is- oh, yeah,
If
this is
if I had a
Spongebob
soldering
after
iron,
Shell City.
that would be great.
I want to see what that'll expand to.
I'll get on
Zero
it.
delayed dream stream.
This maybe is the most fire hazard prone device that we've gotten today. I'll say it like Dan Claude's.
Oh gosh, not the freaking music.
I'm not gonna do
What is
that.
this music? The Mario music?
Oh, it smells sweet.
Yeah, but in like a poisonous way.
It smells like a bread.
Is that SpongeBob? Oh yes, there he made that joke.
Soldering iron.
Animal Crossing. It's the Animal Crossing music, guys.
We've got a cable.
Oh yeah.
We got a cable and a dingle.
So we're gonna plug our potentially defective cable into our potentially defective plug into the potentially defective soldering iron.
It's not our room. It's someone else's. He went.
No good.
What's that noise?
So what in the chain of 3 things doesn't?
Do you cook? Of course I cook.
Wait. Oh,
I cook all the time. Just look at this stream.
Hold on, let me
Am I
stick
not
one of these in
cooking?
here. We got a bunch of different.
Like,
a bunch of
look at
different
me
tips,
cook up
actually.
these
Don't worry,
memes.
I've unplugged it.
come on, Bringo.
We might have to consult the king on this one.
Maybe you have to slide it up. And then
Well, no, it doesn't move. Just shove her in. Just push as hard as you can. I mean, well, not like the first time. No.
Not riding the bumpers. It's not doing it. Should we just let it charge for a bit? We might. need
Master
a week.
Chef.
Charge this in a metal box.
Don't burn it.
Everything's
Don't
flammable.
burn. No, we'll put it maybe on the floor.
Oh, wait, it was a stand.
Ooh.
Proud to find a little bit of America out here in Canada.
Oh, they're in Canada.
When you fire this, it actually does, it racks the slide back. That's sick. Oh, wow, look at that.
It's a shame it's one shot at a time. You can't load it up and go pop, 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 pop.
Well, you can keep a couple in the clip.
But they give you so many. I mean, what do you pay for this?
We paid $10
that's
for
right.
every item.
Every item was
Including
$10.
Every item.
This is
Why was that $10?
You cannot possibly have better value than 8 nails.
That's a lie. He looked at us with this look of, are you kidding? And then just threw it in the pile.
We wanted to buy it, but he wouldn't let us. He was disgusted that we even wanted to try to pay for it.
He let us take. He was disgusted at us. He's selling them.
Well, he's the bin king after all. You can't disrespect
Bin
him.
King.
So we we've got several. I think we have already done some of them. Several items that literally we have no idea. Except this
Do you
one I
know
have
how
a
to cook
slight
food?
idea.
Yes, I do know how to cook food.
Electroplated
I'm a
ass.
decent chef. One of the finest chefs in the country.
And someone said no.
Okay, so, speaking of
who would have really you returned your electroplated ass?
okay, so speaking of cooking, I made lentil soup. I've talked about making lentil soup. So I finally made lentil soup. I think on like Tuesday. On Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. Anyway, I made lentil soup, and I think like before that, I made lentil soup one time, and it burnt. Somehow it burnt. Iffy! How dare you! I'm a great chef. I'm a professional mastermind of cooking. I eat my food professionally. Lentil soup sounds sad. How dare you? It is not sad. Lentil soup is a great food. It is a healthy food. It is a food of the people. It is a food that has nurtured our species for millennia. Millennia! Anyway. Millennia! Blade of Mikola! Anyway, the lentil soup is pretty nice. I burnt it the first time. It was so bad. It was so like so tangy. Not tangy, that's not the right word. It was super brittle, not brittle. It was super bitter. It was really bitter because it was burnt. Bitter. It was so bitter. And I ate it. I had to eat it because it would be a waste to throw it away. And then I made it a second time. This time I didn't burn it, and it was fine. It was fine. It was alright. I ate it on stream. I think you guys remember me eating it on stream. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday on Saturday. Did I ever talk about burning it before Saturday? Yeah, so it was like... Yeah, on Monday you saw me eat it. Midstream.
What? This is foam.
I want the green one.
I don't think you can electroplate foam. What?
Oh, these are whiteboard arrays, diamond hand pads. Oh, this is for sanding. You put sandpaper around them and you can sand things.
What ore do I use? Just like my wife.
I could use this back in
What?
the workshop.
Yeah, no, these actually seem kind of okay.
You know, I'll give some to Zip Tie. Like, these are. And speaking of Zip Tie, I saw this thing. Oh man, you didn't see that.
Whoa.
Look at this
What is that?
This is the doinker of doinks. Yeah. This is cringe.
Oh, that's a massive exhaust.
This is buying, I think you'll like it.
This is going on. Ain't got no turbo, no nothing. Put it on my 10-liter V8. You don't understand, brother. Exhaust gonna come right out. That side right there. Here. So this was some bit of on-brand technology. So it's like an audio XLR cable thing right there. And then on the other end of it, the biggest Type-C end I have ever seen.
It's for all the thinking it's got to be like, who wants XLR to USB-C?
Yeah. So you know you've got your like Focusrite Scarlett or whatever, or you have like literally only this.
Focusrite Scarlet looks down.
Did you bring it?
No. Why would I? Oh,
I've got my little wireless. I don't have.
Then tell me we're gonna have to fly all the way to London just to pick up
London.
a microphone.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that.
We flew away to London looking for a microphone.
Oh, London is a store. I thought they were actually gonna go to London, and it's like, what the? Are we? Where the heck are we? I thought we were like in America first, and then it's like they say they're in Canada. And then it's like, we're in London? We're going to London? We have gone on a journey.
Out the fridge. Here's the receipt. So we paid $17.99.
We've got a noble jerky and a home bum bums.
Bum bums!
Don't ask about that. Don't comment. Please don't.
Seriously, there's so much.
You know what I could go for? I could go for a Tim Tam right now. Right about now. Oh man, a Tim Tam.
No. Here's the microphone we have. I had to show my phone with the.
Isn't Canada a part of America? It is technically a part of America. It's just not a part of a US of A.
Do I tell them that they shouldn't buy
United States of America. If it unites with the States of America, it'll become a part of United States of America.
Oh my goodness, we now have
My Tim Tam.
I've
had Tim Tams before. They're quite good.
Soldering iron.
I was gonna use the soldering iron.
This is the smelliest thing yet. Get away from this.
Spray tan? No, never. Spray tan sound like a terrible idea.
Every chance of working and maybe even being
My skin's pale as heck, so I probably look like a giant Cheeto.
Long live Gamble Girl.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Here's
Ooh.
your new
No,
Audacity.
no. Don't show me this again. And
Hold on,
don't
let
mess with
me
something that already
open
works.
my Audacity. Hopefully it doesn't look like that.
It's got an LED.
Oh.
Just plug it in the show side up.
Oh man, even the mic stinks.
I don't know if I want to.
Smells like someone's been using
Audacity
it.
3.7.
Someone
Skip.
said no. Someone bought this and said no.
Oh yeah, this had 1 star, by the way. Okay, so it's seeing it.
Is it?
Wait, there was a driver. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not. This Realtek is just the regular speakers.
I know
That's
that. We all know
GPU
that.
stuff.
did we pay $10?
Flashbang skin.
17.
Yeah, just shine a light off me.
No,
50.
but this bit. The
50
benzene bit,
first.
This was $10.
Oh yeah, that was it. So we're all in 20.
You know, I jest about this, but it's like, like everybody else, the current political stance of the United States is very bad. But like, I do hope one day, open borders with like Canada and the U.S. And it's like, I feel like one day the United States and Canada could become one. I feel like that would be a great time. Like there's like very little difference between us at the end of the day, and it's like a very peaceful unification one day where we could both become better together. But that's me and my hope, my hopefulness, where like I believe in democracy. I believe in the republic that is our nations, and I believe in government, not in the actual people in charge of the government, but like I believe in the good of the people and in the unification of our fair nations, Canada, US, and Mexico. Yes, the big three all just become one. And it's like the disregard of these borders so that you could become a great big America, the great United States of North America. And then there's like South America. They could. Statistically, it should be Democrat. Anyway, politics. Anyway, I'm a very hopeful person. Holy Britannian Empire. Whoa. I would have thought the Spaniards would win that. Did the Spanish control Mexico in Code Geass? Hold on, let me check. Code Geass map. Hold on. Britannia controls the entirety of America. I thought it'd be South America. Europa is controlled partially by Canadians. Post UFN reformation. Actually, I want the pre UFN formation. The French. It's the French. I thought they were like. Hold on. Holy Britannian Empire. Holy Britannian. What's Oz in it? I don't think it makes a lot of sense for Australia to be in it. It's like what's Australia in it? Hold on, in Code Geass. Code Geass is what is Australia? Australia is owned by the what does it say here? Zoom in. The Australian Commonwealth in some parts are like Australian Commonwealth. It's a Commonwealth in this one, and in the what is this? What the heck is Australia? Is just Australia in this map. In this one, Australia is still also just Australia. What the heck is It's like Australia doesn't exist. Every time I see Australia on these, it's just like Australia is just like part of something. In this one, Australia is a part of Britannia as well. What is going on here? This one makes a bit more sense because there's a lot more countries. It feels like there'd be a lot less easy. It's very easy.
Oh, this logo's different than the one on the page. No. What?
This is some GeoCities looking business.
Yeah. Okay, so now every single time we unplug or
Hope
replug
Pilled
something,
Star.
it'll be like,
One day.
So now
One day.
sort by... Wait, USB serial?
Also, the main thing is like I just like me looking at a map. It's like I don't have to remember all these countries on the map. Haha, I can just remember the one big one. That's nice. That's Europe. That's the country Europe. That's the country Asia. And that's the country Africa. And that's the country America. And that's the country South America. North America and South America. I don't have to like remember all these countries on map, which is really offensive to some people. Like, oh, my country, you don't know the name of my country. Where my country located? The biggest country is Russia, right? It's technically, is it Russia? I think it is Russia. Yeah, it's Russia. I'm pretty sure it is Russia. Yeah. I feel like some people might say China. No, I think it is Russia. It's definitely Russia. And I don't know if the United States is bigger than Russia. No, it's probably smaller. It's like slightly smaller. By land area. Yeah, I think Russia is bigger. I think it's like I don't know how close it is, but I'm pretty sure it is Russia. Russia's the biggest, and it's like I think like the United States is a close second or third, and then there's like China. China and India. Look at true size of. Hold on, let me Google it. True size map. Look at this. It seems like Russia is a lot smaller than it actually is. It feels like the U.S. is actually closer. It seems like number 1 and Canada's number 2, and then the U.S. number 3. Okay, there we go. That sounds. Oh yeah, I forgot the top of Canada. Forgot Canada had the top part. Russia, and then it's United States, and Canada and United States. China. I thought it says on this one it's the U.S. is number 3, and then it's China's number 4. How big is the U.S.? Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Is it because of it depends on the land mass. Is this population? Here it says for some reason, is it rounding up or down? Did China acquire land? It shouldn't be changing landmass. What's the 4th biggest one? Let me see here. Libya? No, Brazil, then Australia. Yeah, those are big ones. Anyway, regardless, let's get back to work.
Converter. Is that this? Let me unplug it. Yep, that's it. We might be able to listen to the bits. So what we're gonna do is connect to the microphone like you would connect to
Near
like
Siberia. That is definitely true.
Why did the light go away? Like,
you could say the same for the United States though. Like, most of its landmass is kind of useless in that like it doesn't do anything with like the middlemost part of the U.S.
Oh, that's why there's TX and RX now, because it's just a serial board in there which shows you like transmit and receive serial data. Weirdly, this kind of makes sense.
Because no data is being.
Yes, that is true. I know that. That's just like optical illusion. Speaking of optical illusions, I have to work on tomorrow's artwork. The thumbnail for tomorrow. The thumbnails for. What have you guys been thinking of the thumbnails for the Elden Ring streams? I've made 3, technically 3. 2 of them are already done. Don't forget Denver.
This product uses FTDI chip by default. Because of the chip out of stock, some production batches use this other chip, model chip. Please do not worry. This is also the chip produced by FTDI, can completely replace the old chip. If you still care about these, please contact us.
Whoa!
Shouldn't cross the border with Diaz.
Can't get that in the Big King. Eyeballs.
Only the softest of rubber, straight out of Guangdong.
Guangdong.
This is getting precarious.
Oh man, I would not trust that.
There's Guangdong everywhere. Does it spell out "it's a shame" in a massive single word?
No. We've got Xia Zhuang.
Xi Huang.
She's a what?
Xi Zhuang.
Hey, we need
Xi
you.
Zhuang.
That's it.
No,
Yeah.
we don't.
No.
Wait, no, you fool! You fool! You gotta use the peeler.
Ah.
That's what I thought too.
Can we get a $10 vape? That's a score.
Do it together.
Oh,
Now this is what they should be selling at London Drugs.
Wait, oh, this is tattoo equipment. I can get infections in way more fun ways. Whoa, there's heaps.
Oh, this looks medical.
Oh, actually, these are sharp. Actually,
Yeah.
this stopped being fun immediately.
oh.
If we leave these in the trash here, they might actually have to call the
This,
police.
you know, we actually have to keep it in this box so people know that it's just crap from the Bin King and not drug-related paraphernalia. Well, there's another unknown thing.
Canadians.
I remember seeing this one.
What do we have? Is a contactor? Or a giant...
Yeah, it's like one of the, like, I found stuff like this where, like, I don't know what it is.
It might be electronically locking. No, nothing?
You wanna
I
see
feel like I know what that is. It's like a AC, like, power
Quick,
control.
Let's see, it has how much have we got? Wow, that's heaps. It's probably got the smallest battery in the world. It's not actually hot, is it? So, all right, I see flashing percent for battery, but then we got to change it for temperature. I mean, you can put it on the sponge and have it go.
Oh, true.
Is it doing it?
Another great product from the Bin King.
Bin King, okay. I bet you these aren't even metric.
No. My
Head?
screws.
But
Oh man, when I needed to like have things laid, those guys hated.
Bin King, fine.
Sonic gun. Look at that.
They're good. That's a good product. Yeah. and
That
it's
is
still-
good. That is good.
The electronic
That is
pencil
good.
stick. This is a good. This is a ripper. And actually, technically, this did charge the.
Oh, it charged the vape or the. Well, no, kids use these as vapes. No, they'll pull off the soldering end and they'll put a weed thing on there. Or, no, actually, it's like a 510 connector.
That is a good product.
That is good product.
You gotta put these on first. Lean in.
I like them.
Please, someone in the comments, because it increases engagement on Bringo's video, what the stink is
I
this?
think I can get that work. Oh, good. So this is a thingy I brought from home.
It did not come from that. It's called a Wii Foamy. This is,
Got
We
any games on your
foamy.
Wii Foamy?
this is so binky. I am wearing a pattern in a hotel room. No one apply the power for the entire floor. Stop. We're not Electro Boom. We can't get away with this. These might even be correct threads.
Those are mint.
Electro Boom.
$10.
I know Alex is gonna love his big cannon ass exhaust thing. So. Visit the Bin King, and all this could be yours for well over $100.
Oh yeah, the total for this
$100.
is 24 Canadian.
That is way too much for all this crap.
You had it on backwards,
No, I just had it on the other way around.
and it does work.
Yeah.
Okay, why not use the sponge?
Yeah.
Why, stop it! It stinks. Bring us
Oh no, bring us. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were gonna watch this video.
What's good, internet?
Hey,
Jake here,
it's the
dumb
Goofy
as ever,
Goober hat.
And the Transformers
I gotta get
is
one
my
of these
favorite
Goofy
toy
Goober hats.
franchise for many reasons. The compelling characters, awesome battles, and interesting
That tiny
lore are
laptop
huge parts of
PSU?
why I love these converting robots.
Tiny laptop PSU?
But the main reason is because of the
Those are for
toys.
electricians. Yeah,
Transformers
yeah.
toys by definition are some of the most unique and interesting ever. They literally change from
Yeah, I would
toy
get one of
to
those. I
another,
think
often
if
from
it has a
robot
plug
to
for my
vehicle, like a car,
for
jet,
my
boat,
ThinkPad,
you know,
I
that
think it would
sort
be
of
great.
thing.
The
They're
Lenovo
robots at
ThinkPad
war,
has like
after
the same
all, so they
connection as my other
generally need
Lenovo
useful
laptop.
alternate modes. But there are many Transformers that turn into things that are completely bizarre, or just outright useless in a combat scenario. So in today's video, I want to explore the weird world of Transformers alt modes
Baddest?
and show you the weirdest ones I could find. There's 40 years of Transformers history, so this is by no means a complete list. If there are any I missed that you want me to cover in the future, please let me know in the comments. But if this video is your sort of thing,
I like his little
consider
goofy
liking and
hat.
subscribing.
I don't want to
extra,
see people's
before we get
faces,
into
mostly
the
because like
out there
I
weird
just don't care
stuff,
about
I think
people's
it would make
faces
sense to
and
talk
stuff.
about the first line
But
of
like I
Transformers
do like the
toys
goofy
called
hat. That goofy
Generation
hat
1,
adds a
because if
lot
you're
into
unaware
this.
of it, you might not realize how weird Transformers was right from the jump. There were several Transformers that just turned into objects, like Soundwave, who became a cassette player with his minions turning into cassettes that can store in his chest. In G1, Transformers had an ability called mass shifting, which allowed them to become bigger and smaller as they transformed. So Soundwave wasn't a gigantic cassette player. When he transformed, he'd be a normal size. While Megatron just outright transformed into a handgun, which could be wielded by anybody, but usually Starscream. I know these facts sound obvious, and to a longtime fan like myself, they don't even sound that weird, but I've had non-Transformers fan friends be shocked to learn that Megatron turned into a gun. Another
turns into a Luger is what he looks like. Looks like a Luger.
Which is 3 individual robots.
My grandfather owned a Luger. He also owned a 1911.
The Autobot scientist that becomes a microscope, and there was also Blaster, Soundwave's rival that turned into a boombox and had his own cassette
Gun Transformer
minions.
classic.
As the series went on, they started getting weirder with the products, mostly with the new gimmicks to entice kids to add new toys to their collections, like the Headmasters.
Omega.
Don't laugh. Who are little guys that transform
Omega
into
Supreme.
heads.
I think that's what his name was.
Pilot become larger robot mode bodies. I've never really understood the Headmaster gimmick outside of it being a toy thing, but it is kind of cute. It is fun to have a little guy pilot the vehicle, I can't lie. Even more bizarre were the Pretenders. Simple Autobots and Decepticons that came with plastic shells to hide the robots. The Decepticons took the form of gruesome monsters, like Skullgrin, who became the skull-faced orc thing, while the Autobots became just fellas, just the guys. Pretenders are truly some of the weirdest Transformers toys out there.
Yeah, I think this is like the worst one. It's just a shell, right?
Into what the franchise became after G1. Optimus Prime is the icon of the Transformers. So many people love the character and what he stands for. He's on par with Superman and Spider-Man as an idealist character.
Metal Gun,
and as a result
Megatron,
of being the icon of the brand, he's been used for many weird products, mostly in the form of weird brand collaborations. Like, have you ever wanted an Optimus Prime that transforms into a Canon digital camera? No? Well,
I know this one.
There is one. Here
I've seen this one before.
His camera mode is actually very realistic and convincing, though it's smaller and lighter than a real one. But it has all of the little details you'd expect from a Canon digital camera. The transformation into robot mode is pretty interesting. The way it all folds up and together seems satisfying, though I can't say the result is amazing. He has a giant camera lens as a stomach and it looks ridiculous. I feel like he comes with a little version of the camera he transforms into to hold though. That's always fun.
That's
and the
very
Matrix
funny.
That goes in his chest
I don't know
is
if it's
fun
very
inclusion that looks a bit
very
odd.
good. I don't think
the
it's a
camera
very
lens
good
on his
one.
forehead is also a nice touch. This mold was also used to make a reflector, which makes sense as he's the OG camera transformer.
Reflector? I feel like Reflector would have been better.
Because black and teal is always cool. In the theme of technology, we also
I don't know. I feel like all these extra versions
were
were unnecessary.
which is a real working power bank that also happens to transform into Optimus Prime.
Now that's
comes
cool.
With a sword that glows when you plug it into him. This is such a silly thing to exist. What's next? A phone that transforms into and it already exists. This is the info bar Optimus Prime, which is based on the original phone by AU, a Japanese service provider. This is a classic handset mobile phone from 2002. The info bar is very stylish with its red and white look, which is based on koi fish scales and is the signature look of the info bar. This is an important and well-loved phone in Japan. Mobile phones were super popular.
Fair enough. All right, I think this one's pretty cool. I like this one.
Be a very fashionable, forward-thinking mobile phone that also had PDA functionality. Moving back to the Optimus Prime version, this figure came about in celebration of the Infobar's 15th anniversary. What's crazy is that this Optimus and 3 other versions of it were actually crowdfunded through a Japanese website in 2017. This Optimus has the iconic Nishiki Goi color scheme, and I gotta say he doesn't look too bad. I think the cell phone mode looks spot on to the real
Nishiki Goi means koi
the
fish.
robot mode looks well articulated, if a bit blocky in some areas. Unfortunately, he doesn't work like a real phone, but it can be tied to your phone via Bluetooth and will act as a notification alarm, which is kind of charming. There are 3 other figures using mostly the same mold. One is another Optimus Prime, this one being a reference to his movie version for the 10th anniversary of the first film. The other 2 are Megatron and Bumblebee. It's wild to think that there was a Transformers crowdfunding thing before HasLab, and it was for this. The next Optimus is incredibly strange. It was made
I didn't like that one.
That's
kind of like
watch company. His alt mode is kind of just a stand for the watch, or if you just want the toy, you can get a version that comes with this watch-looking matrix, which actually looks a lot cooler to me. The robot mode actually looks really cool as well. The watch is included in the transformation.
I don't like this one either. It's like it's too Cybertronian.
Again, the matrix piece looks much better.
Cybertronian architecture is just too much for me.
Stylish. Of course, there is a Nemesis Prime version
Of
as
course.
well, which, yeah, that deco works amazingly on this figure. In contrast to the very,
That's
very
better,
expensive
actually. That
watch
one
holder
feels a lot better.
Optimus, we have an
Optimus
that
Prime
turns
is a
into
bit more of a
ballpoint
square
pen,
kind of character.
which looks mega uncomfortable to use for a long time. Even a normal
Yes.
pencil hurts my delicate fingers. We
Me
also
too,
have
man.
Optimus Prime that turns into a damn shoe. A Nike
Why?
shoe, to be specific. These come in little shoe boxes, which is adorable. The shoe is much smaller than you might think. So unfortunately, you can't wear him. Plus, all the robot bits inside would make that kind of hard. But the look is good, and the robot mode
Yeah.
looks cool for the most part. He does have some insane shoe kibble hanging off of him, but I do like that he's wearing Nikes in robot mode.
Robots
There's
are
also
cool.
this
Of
alternate
course.
Tigatron-looking deco, which I like too. This last Optimus isn't really that weird. I think it's mostly cool as hell and just wanted to talk about it. It's a collaboration of Transformers, Zoids, and Diaclone. The three main brands of
Diaclone.
Takara Tomi's T-Spark line of figures. This Chimera features Shield Liger, which can be piloted by a Diaclone figure and transforms into Optimus Prime. This toy
Diaclone?
is appealing to a very specific type of person, and that person would be me. The next few
I
entries
feel like I
also
like
feature
I like it
Optimus
actually.
Prime,
The
but also
Diaclone
other guys too,
feels
like
super.
the Bear Brick figures. Bear
No,
Brick is a Japanese
no, I hate that. That's
collectible
awful.
art toy, meaning they're expensive as hell for no real reason. The Bear Brick Transformers actually look decent though. The Bear Brick mode looks exactly like the actual toys, and the robot mode looks fairly good too. I do like that they gave the robot mode head little bear ears. We have
Actually,
Bumblebee
yeah.
and our court-mandated Optimus, but the boy Starscream also got a bear brick, which is fun. Starscream doesn't really get in on these weird collab figures usually. I also like his evil smile in both modes. We also have the Hat Transformers, which are a part of the Capbot line.
The
They
Capbot.
collab with the New Era Cap
That's
company.
Cap.
The caps themselves are tiny as expected, but just fun as a novelty. The Optimus Prime for this is literally named Captimus Prime, while the generic Decepticon is called Capticon. I like that they're both
Capticon.
wearing little hats. I think it's fun that most of these collab figures feature little details like hats or shoes being added to the characters. The design of the robot
I
mode is
like it.
pretty
I like it.
unique
It's pretty
as
funny.
well. They look like buff little guys.
The Bear Bricks,
and the
yeah,
brim of
I
the
know.
hat
They
makes
look
up their
awful. I
feet.
hate the
was
Bear Bricks
reminded
toys.
again of the Capbots recently because of the new football helmet Transformers. I actually bought one out of pure curiosity, and I think he's alright. It turns into a cute little football helmet, and the robot mode does have the vibe of a football player.
Yes,
I'm
that's
surprised they
actually
haven't
really
announced
good.
more helmets yet, but I think I'm good with just the one I got. Growing
That's
up,
really
I
good.
had
I
the
actually like it.
PlayStation 1, so the
Oh.
Optimus Prime that transforms into a PlayStation is a really cool conceit to me. It
I
may
like
be one
that.
of the
That's
few
actually
collab
really cool.
figures I'd actually be interested in, but unfortunately I've heard he's a bit of a floppy mess. I think I'm mostly
Floppy?
into his PS1 mode, but I already own a real PS1, so why would I need that? Opposite of Optimus, we have Megatron as the Sega
Yeah,
Genesis.
there's also like
I
the
didn't grow up with
PlayStation
Sega anything, so
Classic,
I don't have a nostalgia factor for
PlayStation 1
this one at
Classic
all.
that they
But
have.
like the
That one's pretty
Optimus,
cool.
It's cool that Megatron turns into a game console. He even comes
Unsub
with a little
me.
copy of
Unsub
Sonic
you.
the Hedgehog. There's
Hmm.
also a version of this Megatron that transforms into the original Japanese version of the console,
Interesting.
which is called the
Must
Mega
be-
Drive.
must be
And the
something.
Mega Drive Megatron is just a cool name.
I don't know why I would
Speaking
unsub
of
you.
Megatrons with weird alt modes.
16-bit
robots in disguise to that
Jaguar?
one
Atari
Megatron,
Jaguar?
who had 6
No, it's
different
not the
modes.
Atari
Though
Jaguar.
since
That's the
Hasbro used the second version of the Japanese toy for
what
the
was it called?
American
The
release,
Sega
he actually
Genesis,
had 10
right?
different modes to transform into. A lot of them look decent
Ooh.
enough, though the dragon-themed jet is my favorite. The most bizarre
Looks
of
like a
these
freaking
is a
Yu-Gi-Oh
literal
card.
hand. Yeah, he just transforms into a big ol' hand for grabbing and other activities. We
Looks
also
like a
have this
Yu-Gi-Oh
weirdo
monster.
called Megatron Megabolt. This toy ended up in the Robots in Disguise line, but it was actually meant for beast machines. I remember
Yeah,
seeing this
yeah, that
and
looks
being
like a
so
beast machine
confused
more
on
than
what
a-
he even is. But it turns out he transforms into a spaceship that looks like a giant head. Still pretty bizarre in terms of Megatron toys, but it does have a fun feature where you can plug Megabolt into Fort Max, replacing his head as if Megatron took over his body. In 1996, the Transformers brand would be totally shaken up by Beast Wars, a series that traded vehicle modes for animal modes. And while hated at the time of its release, it has become an iconic chapter in Transformers history, with 30 years of fandom behind it.
I had
So
the
you wouldn't know
Grimlock
that
mech.
with how little Hasbro is acknowledging it, they would rather praise Transformers the
I
movie.
had,
Again, anyway.
I found it in a
Being that
garage
the robots
sale.
now turned into
And
animals,
inside of a Lego
whole
box,
new
there was
world of
a
possibilities arose features in terms of alt modes.
There was
were
a
always some
Grimlock.
beast
What the
modes.
fuck?
Just look at the
There was a
Dinobots,
Grimlock,
but they were also always mechanical
Transformer,
beasts. Well, the
Beast Wars
Transformers of
Transformer,
Beast Wars turned
and
into
I loved it.
organic
I didn't know it was
beasts.
Grimlock. I thought it was like
Series
somebody
started
else.
off
It was like a
with
different
relatively
dinosaur.
normal animals. But just like
But it was the
G1,
white
as
one.
The series went on, they had
And
to
the white
come up
one's
with
actually
new
Grimlock.
eye-catching ideas, which resulted in the bizarre Fusors, which were fusions of two different animals, like Airhammer, who turned into a half shark, half bird creature, or
What the heck?
Quickstrike, a scorpion with a cobra for a tail. I gotta give them credit.
That one's pretty
Hasbro
cool.
did recently put out a pretty great update for this character. I have no complaints, and the snake articulation is great. A scorpion with a cobra for a tail is just a cool idea. And Quickstrike has a lot of character. The freakiest of the fusers is easily Injector, who transforms into a combination of a hornet and lionfish, creating an utterly
Lionfish.
weird monstrosity. Even his robot mode is weird, with Injector having a big fish head around his face like a hat. Beast Wars actually had several Japanese exclusive toys and shows where they told
The
new
giraffe is
stories
like
with the
super
new
good for no
characters.
reason.
Beast Wars Neo had the most creativity, introducing characters like Magmatron and Big Convoy. Magmatron in particular is made out of 3 separate beasts. He has this weird chimera mode which just looks wrong. We also had Dead End, who turned into this cool squid thing, but the weirdest has to be Heinrad. He turns into the folklore version of a tanuki, but he's also a working clock, which is fun. The robot mode is also pretty cool. I like the flip down visor, but what makes him weird is that, well, sorry to be crass, but he has testicles. Tanukis are known for having giant nuts, and well, so does Heinrad. Though they're not hugely noticeable, they are there, making Heinrad, to my knowledge, the first and only Transformer with this particular piece of biology.
Wait, no. No. Hold on, you know which one.
Oh God, this is it.
Where's that scene? Hold on. You know this scene?
Prototype weapon.
Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. There it is. There it is. And also neath the Transformers one. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, why is both of them with this guy?
It stays that way. Our final and weirdest alt modes come from Transformers Bots, a line of small collectible figures.
I actually
which
like
were
this
probably
one.
made
This
to
one feels
compete
like a
with
fun
all
one.
the other small collectible figures. Bots are little Transformers that turn into, well, anything. They all live inside a mall and don't have traditional factions. Instead, they're all grouped into tribes based on their alt modes. Though there are some references to the original series, like this Bot that turns into a toilet paper roll, which has little Autobot insignias on it. I'm going to be honest, I completely ignored Bots. I bought a couple when they came out, but since they were sold as blind bags, I kept getting the stupid book one. I really wish I had paid attention more, because some of these guys are really cool. I love the rubber duck Bot.
I like that
named
one. I like it too.
Quackles, and Bankshot the pinball machine
I don't care
is
for this
awesome.
guy.
While there were a lot of great figures in this
That one
line,
looks pretty
there were
funny.
also plenty that were just utterly bizarre, like Unhandy, who literally transforms into a glove.
Is it okay if I touch you?
No. Don't touch me. Don't get near me. Stop it.
Not weird enough? Okay, what about Bobby Blue Jean? Great
That's
name,
fine.
by the way, who turns into a pair of overalls. I don't know, something about a sentient pair of overalls is funny as hell to me. Besides random objects, there were also some bots that turned into pets, which is an idea I love, but I don't know. They somehow made all of the pets freaky. Like, this guinea pig just weirds me out.
Is it okay if I touch you?
Okay, stop
And
it.
the rat has a similar vibe. Like, that just looks like a man in a rat costume. The dog transforms into this cursed Roblox skin, and the cat opens up to just reveal an entire old lady on the inside. Like, what are we even doing here? Now, like most modern toys,
Where's
aimed
the
towards kids, there
Transformers?
is a lot of potty humor in this line. We already discussed the toilet paper guy, but it gets much, much worse. Apologies if you're eating during this next part.
Oh, no.
We have Nope Soap, a bot that becomes a very well-worn piece of soap. He even has dark stains and scratches on him, leaving a lot to the imagination. If we're talking toilet humor, we should discuss the actual toilet, Dumpy Downer. This toy is crazy because they literally gave him a brown head, and he's the only bot I've ever seen equipped with weapons. Bro is actually fighting for his life. Sadly, Dumpy Downer was actually cancelled, but the mold did get released with this ugly repaint later. We have to give a mention to Vomit Comet, a literal pile of vomit that transforms into a little alien. The alien is cute. I wish he wasn't attached to like a pile of vomit. And now we have our Avengers level threats. Loose Deuce transforms into a pile of poop. Wow, hilarious. The comedy gods really cooked on this release. He is also dressed like Where's Waldo in robot mode, which I'm also confused on, but whatever, man. And finally, we have our most disgustingly weird bot, which transforms into an actual bag of dog shit. It is literally overflowing with excrement. Absolutely vile, and we need to have a discussion with whoever designed this thing. Overall, I do think bots are a fun idea, and maybe they can come back someday, though I think they should try to tie in with actual Transformers lore a bit more. Well, that was weird. Transformers is an amazing
That was pretty funny. I like those. Some of those were funny. I didn't like the ones that had toilet humor.
And they both boil down to being a robot that turns into a thing. That's beauty. That's magic. That's Transformers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking.
Anyway, I was busy doing other things. Humans aren't supposed to make that sound. Make what sound? Wait, I know this song. Nope. Would you? Oh, I want to watch this. Le Gasp. Hold on. Okay, what were we gonna watch? I forgot what we were gonna watch. Dang it. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today, unless we get something else to watch.
Would you still love me if I was a worm? I don't love you now. Would you still adventure with me if I was a worm? No. What do you mean, no? I adventure with you because you do spells good. Worms don't do spells. Okay, would you adventure with me if I was a magic worm? Actually, honestly, probably still no. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I want to hang out with a worm. I'd love you if you were a worm.
The well dude.
We've known each other
with
for
all
2
Oz
weeks. We have gone on
states.
one
Well
mission.
dude.
You don't love me now. If you were a worm, I bet you'd say a lot less hurtful things. I don't know what you're trying to get out of this conversation. Is this gonna make us like better in combat? If we would love each other as worms?
Well dude.
Would you
with
love
all...
me if I was an owl bear? Yeah, actually, I think I would.
What the fuck is going on?
Would you still love me if I was a worm? I don't love you now. Would you still adventure with me if I was a worm? No. What do you mean, no?
Hold on. Well, this man's...
Australia, the land of diddly...
Hold on, let me watch this other video.
Oh god, you're so small.
Oh my gosh.
You're just big. Cringe. Fight me! I'm not done with you. Okay.
What's going on here?
Okay.
He's trying to put Gary in the fridge.
Oh god, you're so small. I'm not.
Hey.
Spiders, snakes, crocs, jellyfishes, sharks, and a lot of other deadly things. If you think that they're just a bunch of people who dress and sound like Crocodile Dundee or Steve Irwin, swear and drink a lot, live in the middle of a scrubland, and have a pet kangaroo or koala bear, well, you're not wrong for the most part. But there's a lot more to this vast and beautiful country. Australia is made up of 6
That's
states,
an actual
2
not safe
major
for wires
mainland
too. You bet your
territories, and
bippy
7
he is.
external
She
territories.
is.
So let's just get into the stereotypes already.
You can tell from the way. Wales, New South Wales,
You
and
may ask
Tasmania.
yourself, why is it named like that? Was this state originally settled by Welsh people? And are
No.
they a stereotype as sheep lovers? Nope. They're named New South Wales because when Captain Cook arrived there, he thought the coastline, especially around the Botany Bay, looked similar to the south coast of Wales. It's the
Fair
oldest,
enough.
most populated state in Australia. It's rich and a political powerhouse. Also, they gave the world this legend. They're stereotyped as 1. Rich and snobby yuppies, 2. Elitist drunks, and 3. Corrupt politicians. These
Aha.
people don't like Victoria.
Where's
and
Chip
especially
Dubbo
Melbourne,
from?
and think the best thing about Victoria is the road to Sydney. They also have a rivalry with Queensland.
Ah,
They unite
yes.
with them to hate on Victoria. And when they're not
Victoria.
fighting with any of them,
If I remember
they just
which
make
ones
fun of
are which.
Tasmania. New South
Tasmania.
Wales
How dare
people
you
love 6
dunk on
things.
Tasmania?
1. Going to the beach.
Wait, hold on. There's 8. 8. So there's a New South Wales, Queensland. That's 2. Tasmania. That's 3. That's WA. That's 4. Hold on. Looking at this map here in my mind. Where is the other 4? There's something in the north, and there's something in the south. That's 2 more. And there's like, where would the 4th one be? Is it a 4th one?
2. Rugby, or as they say, footy. 3. Saying but at the end of their sentences, which means something like Canadian A. 4. Gambling. 5. Southerlies, which is a strong, cool wind that blows from the south. And 6.
Damn good coffee.
Mmm.
And hot.
They're also called cockroaches by other Australians. I don't know why though. Maybe because they're hard to kill or scatter when you turn the light on.
Trying to
Joking
think.
aside though, that's what Queenslanders call the rugby players and teams. People usually think about Sydney and beaches when you say New South Wales, but most of the state looks like this. Also, it has all kinds of landscapes.
Most of the state. Wow, who would have thought that a state that's mostly land doesn't have...
Snowy mountains, deserts, green areas, you name it. And this is how different regions of the state are like.
Brian Bay? Oh. It's the same thing. What the fudge is this? This is the same thing.
The capital city, Sydney. The people are said to have a superiority complex and think they are the peak
Sydney.
of Australian existence. But I find them friendly and humorous with a sprinkle of pride, because they live in a big city, and that usually happens to the people that live in big, expensive cities. Here are their stereotypes. Being arrogant, flashy, money-obsessed people who think that everyone's
Where the heck is Chip Dubbo from?
Prices
Where
are
the heck is Chip
insane in
Dubbo
Sydney,
from?
so the people just keep talking about real estate and always complain about their long commutes and bad salaries. You could also sense something like tribalism in the air. What I mean is, some people in Sydney have a superiority complex.
No, wait,
over
Chip Dubbo.
suburbs
I'm
that are
thinking
like
that's the
10
wrong
minutes
guy.
away from them. So one of their
That's not his
hobbies is
name.
taking a dump on other
Don
parts of
Chip. I'm
Sydney.
thinking
Now,
Don
about
Chip.
the
Sorry,
different
my
parts of
head.
Sydney.
Don Chip. Ah, Don Chip. Where's Don Chip from? I don't like that one.
The city of Newcastle was founded as a dumping ground for Britain's most dangerous convicts.
There it
For
is.
years, they filled the atmosphere with
There it
toxic
is. I
smog
knew
and
that
made
was
the
coming.
city look really depressing. But now it's a post-industrial place, and it's become much better. The people from Newcastle have a habit of complaining about the Sydneysiders, and until just recently,
Really want to
they had
visit
this
Australia?
huge
Not
trade
really.
power.
I feel
And
like
finally, the city of Wollongong is a port city filled with hipsters, steelworkers, and leftists.
Queensland. Hey, wait. I'm looking at the map. Hold on, that's not right. Queensland, New South Wales. What the fudge? Okay, this is WA. This is Tasmania. Queensland, New South Wales. Victoria is the small one here. What the fudge is this one? What are these two? What the? There's not 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. What? Hold on. This camera keeps like pointing in the wrong direction. There we go. Canberra. 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 Never heard of Canberra. South Wales. Northern Territory and South Australia. That was their names. I forgot because they were badly named or simply named.
The Sunshine State. It's like the Australian version of Florida. It's
Oh,
conservative.
that was
there are
gonna be-
lots of beaches, bananas, rum, retirees, and crazy old people.
Yeah,
They
that's,
even
uh,
have their own
that's
mini
Florida.
Vegas called the Gold Coast.
That's Florida. That's Florida.
They get
Vegas.
called cane toads by their natural enemy New South Wales people. That's because they brought some toads from overseas back in the 30s to eat the beetles that ate their crops.
We already talked
But
about
the
this.
toads didn't eat the beetles and multiplied into hundreds of millions and eventually became an ecological plague. So don't call them cane toads. Just call them banana benders. The people from Queensland are conservatives who surf like a pro, drive like a maniac, and love nothing more than their cows. And will make sure to include the word Queensland in every sentence that they use, and believe Queensland is the best state despite the fact that they have never left the state. Queenslanders are honest, laid back, and slow in their behavior, and apparently they're the closest thing to rednecks you'll find in Australia, alongside with Tasmanians, of course.
Tasmanians.
All of them go around with mullets and mustaches, and they have had them long before they were trendy. Queenslanders say a lot
Look at
at
this.
the end of their sentences, and their accent can be hard to understand even for some Australians. If you go there, don't jump into any body of water that you see, because there are crocs. Also, don't swim in the ocean, because a box jellyfish could kill you.
Box
Also,
jellyfish.
be careful of the snakes. If you don't get killed with these, the cyclones might get you. The state is huge. You could easily fit a Texas in there. As a result of being this big, there's a big divide between the metropolitan south and the northern regions. Brisbane is a clean, slow-paced green city with lots of beautiful buildings. Also, it has the weather Australia is known for.
we're in
Brisbane
the
is
south, right?
progressive, but as soon as you leave the
South
southeast
of-
corner, it becomes deeply conservative. The people are welcoming, unless you're from Sydney or Melbourne. Just
Wait,
joking. Or am
Wait,
I?
does every
The weather
major
in
city have
Brisbane
one
is
of these
very
like
hot and
titles at the
humid,
front?
especially
Like one of the
during
big
the summer,
titles?
during which it becomes the hell on earth, so you'll be sweating 24/7. The average person from Brisbane wakes up around 5 a.m., drives a big pickup, likes gambling and drinking, and hates nothing more than Brisbane's traffic. And
Well,
the beautiful
who
Gold
wouldn't?
Coast is filled with plastic surgery addicts with pumped up lips, scam artists, and juiced up bodybuilders. Now, about the other cities.
Sunshine Coast. It's alright. Some banana. South Australia. With the
South
national
Australia is
symbol,
flying under
the
radar,
magpie.
So they may not be known as much as the other states.
It's the
They're called
magpie.
the Crow Eaters. That's because some of the first settlers in Adelaide or Mount Barker were forced to eat crows to survive. You'll easily identify them because their accent sounds close to the Brits. There are three types of
Hello.
people in South
Hello,
Australia.
Gamma.
1. Highly religious country people who think of Adelaide as a huge city. 2. Posh people. And 3. Serial killers. Nothing
Adelaide.
in between. The serial killer stereotype comes from a number of murders that happen in the state. Some people even joke that it's because the state is so boring that people take up serial killing just to have something to do.
Oh,
For
that's
more info,
Dexter.
watch
That's
this
what
movie.
that is.
The city
Okay.
is relatively dry and hot and is filled with deserts.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't
One
Dexter
other
reference.
stereotypical person from South Australia is a posh-sounding Victoria hater who likes greens, Cooper's beer, and drives a Holden car. Also about
Holdens.
their state emblem, they have a magpie on it. And
Yep,
if you
that's a
don't know what a
magpie.
magpie is, they're very lovely and sociable. Drop by in the spring if you want to pet them. Ward.
By the way, we also have magpie. There's like a magpie over there. I don't know. I haven't seen any magpie like near me, but it's like I feel like the crows rule this territory. But the magpies there's magpies in this city. I don't know where. I think it's like closer to the center. But yeah, there's magpie. Yeah, the crows rule this part of town. The corvids. There's like a corvid factionalism.
This was a joke. Even the toughest Aussies are scared shitless of this bird, so don't try to pet them. Adelaide, also known as Radelaide or the City of Churches, is a sleepy conservative city filled with old people, has a country town feel to it, and they're in a one-sided rivalry with the city of Melbourne.
Must get pretty
If you're from
moist if the swords in my
Adelaide,
room
you're
get
into
rusty.
two things.
Yeah.
1. Wine
not right
going,
now,
and
it's
2,
actually-
putting people in barrels. The people are super friendly, but because a lot of them are still friends with their elementary school and high school friends, it can be hard to break into their groups. If you go there, get some wine, some heist chocolate, and make sure you go to the stores before 6 p.m. because everything closes early. They're also known for
It's
their
because
weird
it's hot.
tasting
Feels
tap
like a-
water, but some people
You'd
say
think
that their
that they
water
do
is
like
some
the
of
siesta
cleanest in
thing
the
if it's a
country.
hot place.
Sure, it's gone through so many sets of kidneys that it has to be clean. Now, about the other cities.
Salisbury. Is it like Salisbury steak? Tasmania. Where are we? Oh, sorry, it's
The state
covered.
of Tasmania is a cold and icy island full of nothing but cheese producers, retirees, artisans, and fancy wine connoisseurs. They always joke that it's 10 years behind compared to the other states. They're famous for what Alabama people are famous for. If you don't know what that is already, just go ahead and watch my US video. But no, these are not true. They have normal relations with their cousins, they don't have two heads,
No.
and they're not hellbillies. These stereotypes mostly come from the fact that the state is an isolated island with a small population. Also, geographically, it's relatively small. It's the same size as West Virginia. Wink,
West
wink.
Virginia.
Okay, just let me tell you a joke, and then I'm done with this silly stereotype. Do you know why Tasmanian AFL team was never financially viable? Because the entire stadium would get in on a family ticket. Okay, I'm done. Generally, the people there are happy and friendly folks who love footy and cricket, drink a lot of whiskey and beer, and always wear blundstones. Tasmania is also very green, with massive rainforests and wild nature, and it's less developed than some other states, but at least it has great sceneries.
It's alright, I
Hobart
guess.
is a
I don't know.
cold, damp, yet
They
beautiful
didn't talk
city
about
that was one of
his
the
one
earliest
famous
European
resident.
settlements. So you can make sure that lots of
Neil,
convicts lived
the
there
seal.
during the 19th century. They're a bit afraid if mainlanders discover how beautiful and peaceful Hobart is, there's gonna be a big migration that'll ruin the island's charm and make the prices go up. The city is very small, so small that if you walk to a random person on the street, you'd probably have like 10 mutual friends or acquaintances with them.
Hate Hobart, cricket only. Wait, where's Victoria? That was rather fast.
Stereotype as latte sipping, smash avocado eating, black
Mm.
wearing, artistic, snobby hipsters who spend a quarter of their days
I think
in
I'm allergic to
cafes. They
avocado,
only
I don't
drink
know. I
alternative
get like the
milks,
stingy
spend
sensation.
their money on buying more black, gray, and brown clothes, while their closets look something like this, get
Hey.
piercings, and follow their
Me wearing a
AFL team
black
like
shirt.
religion. About the AFL, half of the state is Collingwood supporters, and the other half hate Collingwood supporters. They always make fun of New South Wales and talk about Queensland. That may or may not be because of this.
Potato cakes, potato scallop.
Victorians have a
Oh no.
habit of measuring themselves against other states and declaring themselves the best when no one else cares. This state is a mix of Seattle, Bay Area, and Massachusetts.
Alright,
The
I see
weather
it.
isn't ideal, it's mostly doom and gloom, and sometimes they
Where's
experience the
Bendigo?
four
Is
seasons
Bendigo in
a
here?
day. So the
Is
old
Bendigo
people
in
cross the
Victoria, or what am
border
I
and run
thinking?
to Queensland because it's warmer up there. As a result, they sometimes get called Mexicans.
Hey,
How would you
wait a
give
minute.
someone from
Wait a minute.
Victoria a heart attack? Easy. Take live music, coffee, and AFL from them, or just ask them for $10. They obsessively hate Sydney and have a little brother syndrome.
10
towards
Australian
them.
bucks?
And Sydneysiders are like, I don't even know who you are. They may tell you that they're not competing with Sydney,
Wait a minute.
that they don't have
Hey,
any
wait a minute.
rivalry. So yeah, they definitely won't spend 45 minutes telling you all the ways that they don't need to compare themselves to Sydney. They love eating quiche and boasting about their festivals and sports, and call themselves the sport, cultural, shopping, dining, fashion, everything capital of Australia. They're also obsessed with their coffee, cafes, baristas, or anything coffee related actually.
I don't
and
know,
believe
my
that
father likes
everyone else's
coffee.
coffee sucks. Every
Oh.
white person in Melbourne has a family from Adelaide. Yeah, they're kind of similar.
Oh,
Besides
Adelaide.
jokes
No, wait,
aside,
no,
the
that's
people
not right.
from there are smart, friendly, and generally
Where's
great.
Bendigo?
Now, about the different
Where
parts
the
of
heck is
city.
Bendigo? I want to find Bendigo. Hey, and Aldi's. I saw an Aldi's in back. Why does he have a knife?
Geelong is a post-industrial port city living under the shadow of Melbourne. If you go to the beach in this city,
I
and
think
squint,
it's in
you'll be able
WA.
to see the Tasmanian
Who
swimming to
knows,
the
Star?
shore.
Who knows? Where's Bendigo? There's Bendigo! Hey, I was right! It was in Victoria!
Western Australia resents every state and territory on the other side of Nullarbor.
I was right, it was
It's a separate
in
country, and the rest
Victoria.
of the
Bendigo
states
isn't.
just wish it was. They're like the Texas of Australia, always threatening to rebel, but they never will. Other states regularly forget that they exist. Until they start
There's
talking about
a legitimate threat with
These may have
Texans,
some
but like
grains
that's
of truth to them, but they're stereotypes. So yeah, please don't kill me if I come to your state. It's super hot in Western Australia. The people will always complain about how horrible the weather is, but then tell everyone at least it's dry hot and it's okay. These people laugh at their own shortcomings and run with what they've got. The people, or as they say, sand gropers, are filthy rich because of their mines. They're laid back and give some of that money to other states. Western Australia is massive. It's larger than Texas and Alaska combined, but at the same time, it's very spread out and empty. The state is filled with three
the
types
problem
of
with one
people.
of these
One,
only dry
miners who
hot.
are great at surfing and playing the guitar. Two, South African people. And three, whining Brits. Also, this state is home
South
to these
African?
two adorable things.
Oh, yeah.
The city of Perth is its own
Everybody
little
loves
world.
a
Perth
little
is to the rest
like
of
I forgot.
Australia what Australia is to the rest of
Hold
the
on, I
world.
forgot what they were called. What are they called again? The quokkas. Oh yeah, they're called quokkas. Quokkas.
It's filled with relaxed, generous, warm people, a stereotype as healthy, happy surfers who live their lives to the fullest while not bothering with the rest of Australia or the world.
Emu
Overall,
export.
It's a quiet place with some awesome cold beer.
Sterling. Wanneroo. Australian capital. The capital. Is the capital considered a state? I don't know. Adelaide and some other city.
Australian Capital Territory is where the Parliament House is, so it's filled with politicians and public servants. And it's really rare to see people who were born and raised there. It's kind of like DC, but harder to navigate, with roundabouts instead of traffic lights, and even more corrupt. They won't stop talking about
Even
their
more.
artificial lake, their fireworks, and their university. Australian Capital Territory is one of the most progressive regions of the country. I mean, they have legalized the greens, but despite all of these, some people just say that it lacks culture and is boring. But you tell me, how do you like this territory?
I don't know. What the heck did you
Capital
just tell
city
me
of
about it?
Australia. The only reason this city was founded was because politicians wanted to legalize the green so they can get baked and party hard. Basically business in front and party out the back. Some jokingly say that the capital city was chosen by throwing a dart in between Melbourne and Sydney, and that it's a place no one wants to live in unless they work for the government. The people always complain about the cold and really want to be competitors with Sydney and Melbourne, but no one has a competition with them. They kind of remind me of Ottawa, but to be fair, it's a family-friendly city with tons of parks and nature, so it's especially great if you want to raise kids. But you gotta know, as soon as they turn 18, they're gonna spread their wings and flock to the north or south. But don't worry, they'll come back for retirement. Canberra is also the worst city for allergies. Because the pollen from the trees there get trapped in the city's bowl-shaped valley, which in turn causes allergies for people.
Oh, that sounds awful. That's the flag in the Northern Territory? Looks like they have either that's garlic or a mandarin.
Northern Territory is
delicious.
filled with indigenous people and drunk criminals who aren't afraid of anything. They
Indigenous
speak a
people.
more broad, more nasally Australian accent and will basically remind you of Crocodile Dundee. These
Oh.
people are stereotyped to be tough as a nail, patriotic, gun nuts, with thick accents who live in the
Yeah,
middle
but they don't
of
have
nowhere.
guns in
They're
Australia.
the real-life versions of every Australian stereotype. And
The Australians
the
don't
state
have
is
guns,
mostly
though.
deserts beside Darwin, and it's hot for at least half of the year. When I say hot, I mean really hot. Like, if you're not used to the heat,
Australians
you'll
don't
die.
have guns, and they
Aside
I
from
think they
that,
have a
it's
ban
isolated and has
on
this
long
huge,
knives now.
magnificent rock named Uluru, which is very important to the locals. Their hobbies
Uluru.
are wrestling with the crocs and drinking. Considering this, with all those snakes and box jellyfishes there, no wonder this state has one of the lowest life
If you hunt?
expectancies in
I see.
Australia. What else?
Oh,
There are
they don't have a ban
scary
on all guns.
spiders, and
I
they get
thought.
cyclones.
Fair enough.
Northern Territory used to be a part of South Australia.
Oh yeah,
but
that's the map I remember. What the fudge?
they handed it over to the federal government because it was too expensive to manage, which is pretty
Hmm.
much why it's a territory. They even had a referendum to become a state, but the people were like, nah, we're good. Darwin is Australia's smallest capital city. It's filled with down-to-earth people with a live and let live mentality who are truly proud of their culture.
That was
They
weird, I thought it
experience
was a-
3 seasons. 1, the wet season. 2, the dry season. And 3, the build.
Yeah, I remember the
build-up
middle
is the
part,
worst one.
but then
Because
again,
in
that's
the
mostly
wet
because it was
season, you
like
get
the-
some relief from the rain, but in the build-up, you wanna choke with all that humidity just hanging in the air. Darwin is becoming a place to move if you wanna get away from it all. Almost like Australia's version of Alaska, but with the total opposite weather.
Alice Spice. Norfolk Island
is very beautiful and full of history. The symbol of the island is a pine tree, which is also the key export for them. Also, the main industry there is tourism, and almost everything on the island is super expensive. Why
Aw.
expensive? Because it's this far away from the mainland and almost everything is imported. The life on this island is very slow, and some people jokingly say that Norfolk is for the newlyweds and nearly deads. And it's basically made out of a school, a few shops, and lots of closed down shops.
Christmas Island?
is an interesting,
I wouldn't
diverse,
consider these
and
island
beautiful
states,
place
but
filled
anyway.
with red crabs, whale sharks, dolphins,
Ooh,
and some
whale
beautiful
sharks.
birds. In this island, you can
Ooh,
go for
those birds are
snorkeling
also
or
really
just
cool.
chill on the beach. Just like Norfolk, it's really expensive for the same reasons. Also, it's super safe because literally everyone knows each other. Cocos
Cocos.
Islands are a small chain
Cocos.
of islands that
Do
all
they have
look
cocos?
like paradise. It's expensive,
Cocoa
blah
nuts?
blah, with pretty much no industry. There are also some uninhabited external territories, such as Australian Antarctic Territory, which is 42% of Antarctica that's claimed by Australia. Heard Island
do
and
anything?
McDonald Islands, which are a volcanic sub-Antarctic island group with some alien landscapes. Next is Ashmore
penguin
and
people.
Cartier Islands, which are flat, sandy, with
Ah,
a rich
yes,
marine
the
life.
ma-
And finally,
the
Coral
few
Sea Islands.
ex-
It's made out of tiny islands, with the largest being the Willis Island. And since only 4 people live there in a weather station, I cannot tell you about those stereotypes. They'll take it personally. Okay, this is it. Hope you Aussies liked it. Bye for now.
Damn. 42%'s a lot. I'm surprised how much America has. The Miku Riz. I already know what's gonna happen here. I already know what's about to happen. I think that's it for today. What the fudge am I watching? Ow! One of these days I'll have pizza again. One day I shall be worthy of the pizza. But not yet. I am not yet worthy. Or maybe I am, I don't know. It depends what YouTube has on for today. The don'ts of America. Oh. Wait. I think that's gonna be it for today. Hold on. Get the little frozen pizza. No. No. And there it goes. And it turned into a cookie. And it's just a giant cookie. It's a giant dollop of cookie. Is it good? I kinda wanna watch that one.
It's been a while since we made some nightmare-inducing ice cream. And truly, what would make a worse ice cream than habanero peppers? Add in a
Maybe
little
cut out
more
the
heavy
stems?
whipping cream,
Please.
Shuggies? Oh,
Shuggies?
crud, they float! And we want this to, puree.
Please cut out the...
Wow! It tastes like when we let Aunt Mavis cook when she's running low on medication. Spicy and sweet, and boy, I hope it tastes better when it's frozen.
Probably
It's ice
not.
cream making time. It is getting thicker. Alright!
Oh.
Plenty loud. We got our ice cream ready. Let's give it a try.
It doesn't have a lot of color in
2
it.
scoops. Now, the directions do say to put it in the freezer for 2 hours after it's made, but, what am I, stupid? Okay, here we go! It's actually delicious. It
Yes.
is the correct amount. It's super spicy. I mean, yes, it is, but it's I'm not running for the hills. And the excessive amount of sugar we dumped in there really did help balance out that spice. A little bit of pineapple juice would really make this like the best ice cream.
I've had a habanero.
Good for just having habaneros and sugar.
I've had habanero jam before, or it's like what was it? I think it was like mango, or what was the jam flavor? It was actually rather good. I've had habanero. What is it called? Habanero jam. Hold on. Where's Don Chip from? Habanero jam. I never got an answer for that. Habanero jam. Habanero jam? What flavor is it? It's mango habanero. Oh, that sounds delicious. Am I still watching this one? Alright, let's watch this one again. Alright, let's see if this one works. Alright, come on. I don't think it's working. Yeah, it didn't work. Dang it. Biskov. Anyway, that's it for me today. I guess that's it for me today. I have to go work on that tomorrow's thumbnail. It is not yet finished. I need to work on it. It's gonna be awesome. Don't worry, chat. 5 apples tall. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna... I hope you guys like... I don't know. It's either gonna be the best thumbnail so far, or it's gonna be like it's gonna be an alright thumbnail. Either way. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I gotta get to work on a thumbnail. And maybe order a pizza. I don't know, maybe. Maybe, I'm in the files too? Wait. Everybody's in the files at this point. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Unless I see something. Corn pop crack? What the... Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.